Hello, good evening. It's Friday. It's nearly 7:30. It's not the Arsenal Women's Weekly, of course, as normal. It is Matchday Live instead. Something really exciting for you. Manchester United women against Arsenal. What a big game this is. The second game of the season. We have to bounce back from Sunday, but it's going to be a tough one, and it's all coming up the other side of it. So here we go then. It is WSL action tonight. It is match day 2 for the Arsenal women. Of course, it is a big one as well. Manchester United away. Of course, this was the fixture last season. Of course, if you remember where Leah Williamson picked up that terrible injury, didn't she? And obviously still missing now. So what is the team lineup? And we were wondering what changes there would be. Well, there has been a lot of changes. This is how Arsenal line up then. In goal, it is Sabrina D'Angelo. We said on the show the other night we wanted Sabrina D'Angelo in goal. She is in goal. It looks like a back three. Jem Beattie, Amanda Illister and Leia Cadena making her Arsenal debut. It looks like it's going to be maybe possibly a five across midfield. Noel Moritz and Steph Catley possibly as wing backs with Kim Little, Leah Walty and Victoria Pelova. She may well be sitting in just behind a front two. Wow, how exciting is this? Alessia Russo and Stina Blackstenius both start. Incredible. So that is our Arsenal lineup then. On the bench, Manu Zinsberger, Lotte Rubenmoy. Listen to this bench, by the way. Lotte Rubenmoy, Frida Marnham, Katie McCabe, Lena Hurtig, Caitlin Ford, Catherine Cole, Chloe Lacasse, Kyra Cooney-Cross. Wow, what a strong bench that is. So that's the Arsenal team then. For the hosts, Manchester United, of course, won their opening game against Aston Villa. In goal, of course, it is Lionesses' hero, Mary Earps. They're back for Gabby George, Maya Letitia, Millie Turner and Hannah Blundell. All English back five there, actually. In midfield, captain Katie Zellum, Hayley Ladd and Leah Galton. And then Ella Toon, Lucia Garcia and the Brazilian Geisa up front. So that is how Man United line up. On their bench then it is Fala Talis Joyce, the American goalkeeper, Jade Rivera, Gemma Evans, Evie Rabjohn, Lisa Narsand, Hamata Naiwaga, who's the Japanese midfield player, Nikita Paris, Rachel Williams, and Melvan Mallard. So that's how the team's lineup. What do we think of the Arsenal lineup there then? That is a lot of changes, 6 changes from the other night, a total change of shape as well. Incredible stuff, really, from Janas. He's rang the changes. I mean, the performance the other night wasn't great, was it? We know that. But I don't think any of us were expecting this many changes. When we predicted the lineup the other night on the show, we certainly wasn't expecting this many changes. Or this lineup at all. A 3 at the back. I kind of quite like that. And I'm very, very interested to see how Stina and Alicia link up together, both playing up front. I think what might happen is I think Russo might drop a little bit deeper and Stina can run in behind, because I think that's the two strengths of those two players. So it might well work. And I'm sure Victoria Pelova will be supporting them as well. And of course, we'll have Steph and Noel Moritz as well in the wider areas to get forward. You know, I mean, Katie McCabe on the bench, Frida Marnham on the bench, Caitlin Ford on the bench. Wow, Caitlin Ford has been so good. Chloe Lacasse as well. I mean, all these are players that can come off the bench and make an impact. And Jonas, of course, congratulations, Jonas, by the way, on your new contract. I believe it's been deserved. He's had 2 really good seasons at Arsenal, won a trophy last year. He's took the title down to the last day, semi-final of the Champions League. And now we've got a squad together, as we've just said, that looks to be incredible. So yeah, he fully deserved that contract. And he knew the team performance the other day wasn't good enough on Sunday. We all know that. And he's not hung about, has he? He's made a lot of changes, changed the shape of the team. And let's hope it pays off. But Manchester United, although they've had a big turnover of players in the summer, their starting 11 is a starting 11 really familiar, really, isn't it? Obviously, you've got Geis up front, who's a new player. Other than that, really, it's pretty much Gabby George is what I call it at the back. But other than that, it's a very familiar Manchester United side, isn't it? So I'm not expecting anything other than a really difficult game. It's always a difficult game here. Last season, of course, as we said, it was that terrible injury to Leah Williamson, wasn't it, on this ground? towards the end of last season. We lost that game 1-0. But of course, the player who generally scores the winning goal against us twice last season, once the season before, of course, Alessia Russo is now playing for us. So that's a good sign, isn't it? And of course, we are wearing this new Stella McCartney kit for the first time as well, which is going to be interesting, isn't it? It's a nice kit anyway, let's be honest. It is, isn't it? We've got Janet in the chat there. She says, hello, long time. It has been. Hope you're well. I'm back. No, good to see you back. I hope you're well, which is great. So we're looking forward to this game, aren't we? What do you make of the team lineup? And what as well we need some score predictions from you guys as well. What do we think the score is going to be? I mean, having seen the lineup now, I'm actually confident that we're going to win this game. I was a little bit concerned through the week. Obviously, the performance the other day worried me, as I'm sure it worried a lot of you guys as well. But I'm feeling pretty confident now, having seen the lineup. I mean, it's going to be tough to win this game. I did go 2-1 on the prediction show the other night, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go Arsenal to win 2-1, but it's certainly going to be a difficult game. We're going to have to be at our best, aren't we? Let's be honest. We are going to have to be at our best if we're going to win this game. But I have got absolutely no doubt that that we can do it now, having seen this lineup. Absolutely convinced. So there we go. So yeah, it's looking exciting, isn't it? It is going to be a great game. These are the games in the WSL that you really want to see, don't you? You like to see the top teams battling against each other, and of course, Arsenal and Manchester United are, as we know, two of the best teams, second and third from last season, third and fourth from the season before. Two teams that are regularly there or thereabouts in the title race, in the battle for the European places. And this game today is going to be really important, isn't it? You know, because having lost our first game, if we were to lose again, although it's still reasonably early in the season, only 2 games played, because there's only 22 games in the WSL, you can't really afford to lose more than 2 or 3 to win the league when you look at the last few seasons. So I mean, you think we lost 1 2 seasons ago, and we still came second. So we can't really afford to lose another one, not this early on, because then it would mean we'd almost have to be almost perfect for the rest of the season. And that's really difficult to do, isn't it? Especially this season when every team's improved. So it's massive that we don't lose this game. A draw wouldn't be a disaster, would it? Let's be honest. We would take. I'll probably take a draw now if I'm totally honest, but I think we can win. A win would be fantastic, wouldn't it? When you think Man City and Chelsea play each other on Sunday, so one or both of them are going to drop points. So if we can win this game, well, it means we've clawed 3 points back on Man United, and we're going to claw points back on Chelsea, Man City, or potentially both of them. So yeah, great stuff. Mr. Arsenal's gone 3-1 to Arsenal. Wow, that's a very, very bold, optimistic prediction. I've got to be honest with you. That is, I'm liking that though. 3-1 to Arsenal would be great, wouldn't it? I'm not convinced that that's going to be the way it work out, but if you're confident, that will do for me. Eleanor says, will you be showing the game or just commentary? Unfortunately, I'd love to show you the game, but due to copyright issues, as soon as I was to screen the game, the channel would get shut down. It's happened to me before. I got a long ban and it wasn't much fun. So unfortunately not. But it will be full commentary on the match, so you're not going to miss anything. If you can't get to watch it, then please stay with us and we will talk you through everything as it's going on, and of course all your comments as well. We always have fun on these watch-alongs. They're great fun, yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy it. But unfortunately, no, I can't show the actual game. But what we're making of this lineup, it's I wouldn't say experimental. We played 3 at the back last season, but obviously Leigh Cadine has never played for Arsenal before. Amanda Illestat is her first start in the WSL. Obviously, she played the Champions League qualifiers. So it's an interesting one, isn't it? She's suddenly thrown it in there. So there we go. So we'll see how it goes. Eleanor says, I might just wait until someone uploads it after. Well, yeah, stay with us in the meantime, though. That's okay. It was hard to try and watch it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know it's on Sky in the UK. That's all I know. I don't know too much about where it's going anywhere else. So we'll have to sort of see about that. I'm sure some people in the chat will probably be able to tell you. I don't know where in the world you are, actually, first of all. But anyway, we shall see. Hopefully you'll be able to watch it somewhere. But please stay with us as well. We'll be. You won't miss anything here. You can't see it, but we'll definitely talk you through it. I mean, talking of channels, actually, I know it's on Sky. Does anyone know exactly what Sky channel it's on? What Sky sports channel it's on? Because I can't actually find it. You know, it's strange, isn't it? Because Sky will start coverage of a Premier League game 2 hours before the game starts and go on about things for ages, analysis. The women's game starts in any minute now, and I can't actually find the channel on Sky it's on. So I obviously haven't put any build up to it. So I don't really know what channel it's on. Is it on Sky Main Event? Is it? There's adverts on at the minute. That's all you seem to get on Sky, just adverts. Sky Sports Football, what's on there? Again, adverts. What a surprise. So I don't know. It'll be on one of these channels. Well, it is definitely on Sky. I'm just trying to find exactly which channel it's on, because Sky have got a million channels now, haven't they? It might well be on Sky Sports Football, actually. But anyway, we'll see. You're not going to miss any of the game anyway, because it hasn't even started yet. Magnificent Jaffar's in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. He says, big up, Richard. Hope you're doing well. I really hope we get the win today. Yeah, we all do. Last week against Liverpool was a disgraceful performance. Really hope the girls put on a positive performance today. Yeah, I mean, you're right. But what's important is every team is going to lose games. Every team has bad performances. What matters is how you respond, isn't it? How you bounce back. And obviously tonight, it's all about that bounce back, isn't it? If we can produce the performance tonight, obviously get the result that we need, then Sunday will be forgotten very quickly, won't it? But obviously, if not, if we happen to lose again or put in a poor performance, it is going to be extremely difficult to where the season's going to go. That's what worries me. You know, we're out of the Champions League already. If we were to lose tonight, you could say, although it's still early in the season, we're out of the title race, because I say losing your first 2 games in a title in a competition where there's only 22 games, and you know that Chelsea aren't going to drop lots of points. We know that. You know, Man United probably aren't going to drop many points. Oh, I found the game. It is on. It's just kicked off. Arsenal, I say, are in the Stella McCartney kit. Man United in the red, or the usual red kit with black shorts and black socks. It looks as though Arsenal will be attacking the goal to our left in this first half. And it is a free kick, I think, to Manchester United over on that far side. No build-up at all on Sky. They were showing Formula One, so they don't care about women's football at all, do they? So no doubt when the Premier League's on tomorrow, they'll be, I say, 2 hours before the game, they'll be rabbiting on about crap. Why aren't they showing some sort of build-up to this game? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The game's kicked off. We're 35 seconds in. The ball is with Mary Earps, and she plays it just a short ball here inside the penalty area to Millie Turner. Scored that winning goal, of course, didn't she, last season at the Emirates, if you remember. No, it was the equaliser, wasn't it? It was Russo who got the winning goal, of course. Anyway, Man United coming forward now with Maya Letitia, just rolls it back to Mary Earps. Man United have kept the ball for the last minute or so, just inside their own penalty area. Arsenal pressing quite high up the pitch, led by Stina. Russo is a little bit deep, as we thought. Gabby George now can bring the ball forward for Manchester United up that far side. That's a decent ball, actually. And Amanda Illerstadt's there and wins the throw for Arsenal. Good play from Amanda. I do think she's going to be a really important player for us this season. Of course, we have lost Rafaela Souza, as we know, such a great player. She was obviously for us, as we know, but I'm sure she's going to come in and do a great job. We've got Greg in the chat there, my friend. Good to see you. He says this week is the final time they've had a full week. The first time they've had a full week of training. Yeah, it is. Yeah, not quite a full week though, is it? Because we played on a Friday, so we played on Sunday, so we've only really had four days of training. Not quite a full week, but yeah, it's the longest time that they spent together. Hopefully, we'll see the result of that in this game. But we've got a thrower on that far side. Noel Moritz is going to take it. Such a consistent player for us, isn't she? Back in the starting lineup, of course, she didn't start the game on Sunday. One of 6 changes that Janas has made. He's not hung about, has he? He's not hung about, and he's sitting on the bench there looking a little bit nervy. He signed his new 3-year contract yesterday. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward over on that far side, and Arsenal have won a corner. The referee, by the way, is Kirsty Dowell, who we know very well, of course, one of the more, I mean, the women's referees aren't as famous as the men, are they? But they're certainly, we know Kirsty Dowell quite well. David says it's a game we have to win, though it's tough considering our bad form. It is very tough. We haven't even scored a WSL goal in our last 3 games, 2 at the end of last season and obviously Sunday. But anyway, we've got a corner very early on here. Steph Catley over on that far side. She's going to whip this in with her left foot. In fact, she plays it short instead and gets it back again. Oh, that's a poor ball, actually. What a waste of a corner. Put it in the box. Anyway, it's come back out again. Played back into the box again. It's a good ball. Header comes in. Oh, straight into the arms of Mary Earps. It was Stina Blackstenius with the first chance for Arsenal. And it was a ball played into the box there from Noel Moritz. It was a decent ball, actually. Oh, in fact, it was Stina missed it. I think it came off Amanda Illerstadt, who was still up there from the corner. But what a waste of a corner that was. Played a short ball. We've got players in the box. Absolute waste. Anyway, Nicole says there, watching from Boston. Thank you for streaming. It's so hard to find a match here. Oh, is it? No, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope Boston is good today. I'd had us in the chat. How you doing? I'm happy to Sabrina Palova. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm happy with the lineup. Yeah, I'm happy with the lineup as well. But I'll be happier if we can obviously win the game. You know, not trying to come forward. Oh, there's a mistake there at the back. Straight away from Cadena. Cross comes in, but it's straight into the arms of Sabrina D'Angelo. Wasn't really a mistake. Maybe a little bit harsh on Leigh Cadena there. She stretched there to try to block the ball, which she did, but she didn't get enough contact on it. And it almost presented an opportunity there for Manchester United. It was Alicia Garcia there with the cross from this near side, Manchester United's right, but it was far too close to Sabrina D'Angelo, and she grabbed the ball at the second attempt. Arsenal are Man United nil, Arsenal nil. We've played 4 minutes just gone here at the Leigh Sports Village. It says it's a sellout crowd. There's a few empty seats knocking about, but I'm sure Friday evening traffic around the Manchester area is never easy. Of course, there are some train strikes. Well, I'm not sure where they are actually. We've got Ampere in the chat there. Any link to the game? I don't know whereabouts in the world you are. It's on Sky in the UK, and due to that fact, it probably won't be shown anywhere else, I'm assuming. And unfortunately, I can't show you the game, or we get shut down, which has happened before, and it wasn't no fun. So I do apologise. Anyway, 5 minutes played. Manchester United nil, Arsenal nil. And Man United now trying to come forward playing it out from the back. Millie Turner goes back to Mary Earps. Arsenal aren't really pressing so much. The goalkeeper, Mary Earps, she's got a lot of time here to pick a ball forward, and she does play it forward. But Leigh Cadena is going to get there. First game, of course, for Arsenal. Struggling a bit there, actually, but she's won a free kick there. Garcia, the two Spaniards there, know each other very well, of course. It's going to be an interesting battle. So far, Garcia's come out of that on top twice there, but she did concede a foul there. A little bit fortunate, maybe, that's a foul. It was maybe a 50-50. They were both holding each other. Anyway, let's see. We've got there. Miss Pink Sock says there, thank you from Vancouver, Canada. Better commentary than FA player. Thank you very much. Good to see if obviously Canada, Arsenal got a couple of Canadian players in the squad, haven't we? Obviously Sabrina in goal and Chloe Lacasse, who unfortunately has been one of the players left out of this game from the start tonight, but I'm sure she'll come on at some stage. Anyway, we've got a throw on this near side. Steph Catley's going to take it. Arsenal's left wing back for her tonight. Another consistent player, isn't she? Throws that ball into midfield. Leah Walty tries to get it forward, looking for Kim Little. It looks as though Kim Little's going to be playing a slightly more advanced role, actually, than she did on Sunday. Anyway, it's a throw this time to Manchester United. Hannah Blundell plays it back to Maya Letizia, and it's gone all the way back to Mary Earp. 6.5 minutes played. Manchester United nil, Arsenal nil. But it's been a reasonably good sort of start. Russo seems to be more on the right-hand side. Kim Little more on the left, and Stina through the middle. Almost like a front three when we're attacking. Russo's gone across there to close down Manchester United, and they managed to get through that break. But Jem Beat is there, and Arsenal win the ball back. Amanda Illerstadt plays it to Noel Moritz over on that far side. Plays the ball up the line, looking for the run there of Stina Blackstenius. But Manchester United do deal with that. Although Mary Earps there took a bit of a risk with Stina closing her down, but she got away with it, and Millie Turner can now play the ball up that far side. Man United seem quite happy to keep possession, don't they? Inside their own half. It's now with Katie Zellem, of course, one of the Lionesses, did well in the World Cup in that game that she played. I suppose she's only really a substitute for England, isn't she? But a very good player, Katie Zellem. They've got a lot of English players in their team, actually, Man United. In fact, the core of them are in this starting lineup, certainly. Mark Skinnett says he's unbeaten his last 4 games against Arsenal with 3 wins. Of course, he is. They did the league double over us last season. They knocked us out of the Continental Cup the season before. They got a draw at Meadow Park. We haven't beaten them since a 2-0 victory here, which was in 2022, wasn't it? No, 2021. we won 2-0, didn't we? Viv Miedemar and Katie McCabe. Neither of those two are in the starting line, of course. Viv's still injured, as we know. Beth's not on the bench again today, so I'm guessing she's still not quite there yet, is she? But I'm sure it won't be long. Anyway, Gace is coming forward now for Manchester United over on that far side, threatening another attack here. Manchester United have not come forward too much so far, but they are coming forward now. Hayley Ladd, the Welsh international, just touches the ball off to Millie Turner. Gabby George, of course, their new signing from Everton. Very good player, Gabby George. That's a long ball played over the top, but it's going to run all the way through to Sabrina D'Angelo, who's all in a light blue kit tonight. Well, it's sort of light blue and dark blue. It's quite a nice kit, actually. And of course, Arsenal are in this new kit. The one that Andreas wore on the show the other night, the Stella McCartney new kit. Victoria Palova there plays the ball up this near side to Leah Cadena. She plays it forward to Kim Little. She's put under pressure there by Hayley Ladd, but she does well as usual. Kim Little plays the ball square. Leah Vulti pings it out to that far side. That's a really good ball. It's with Noel Moritz, plays it forward to Alessia Russo. Knows this ground particularly well, doesn't she? Knows these players really well. It's a big night for Alessia Russo, isn't it? There'll be a little bit of pressure on her, won't there, coming back against her old team so early on in her Arsenal career. Wouldn't it be great for her to get her first WSL goal? She did, of course, score those two against Paris in the Champions League, which count as first team goals. That they're official goals, aren't they? But it'd be nice for her to get her first WSL goal, wouldn't it, against her former team? But I'll take anybody scoring because we haven't scored a goal yet this season. But we are coming forward now. Ball's played into Kim Little. There's some space here for Steph Catley. She tried to thread it through, looking for the runner. Stina inside the box. It was blocked well, actually, by Hannah Blundell. And it has gone out, though, for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Steph Catley's going to take. It's in line with the Man United penalty area. She gets it back from Kim Little. Steph Catley right by the corner flag now. She's going to try and win a corner, I'm sure, if she can. Try and win something. Oh, and she's played it out. There it is, a goal kick. Good defending, actually, there from Garcia. And Man United have a goal kick. We've played 10 minutes here at the Leigh Sports Village. Big game at the top of the Well, I say the top of the WSL. Technically, it's not at the moment the top of the WSL, because Arsenal lost. And we're near the bottom at this moment in time. But in the overall scheme of things, it is a big game between two of the top teams, isn't it? Let's say the teams that finished second and third last season. And Manchester United thought they were going to maybe be with a chance of winning the title for a while, didn't they? They are the team with late goals, aren't they? They did it so many times last season, did it again at the weekend against Aston Villa. So we're going to have to we're going to have to be concentrated for the full 90 minutes. And we are coming forward now on that far side. This is a really good play from Arsenal inside the penalty. A shot comes in, it's blocked. I don't know who that was. Was that Victoria Palova? It was Victoria Palova. A lovely run into the box from her, breaking forward from midfield. Got into the penalty area there, tried a shot, and it got blocked there by Millie Turner. It was brilliant play, though, from the Dutch international there. She had a great game against the Lionesses, didn't she, recently? And thought she was going to maybe get a goal then, but it was good defending again from Manchester United, and the ball went behind for a throw. It's now a throw to Arsenal over on the far side, Arsenal's right, which Noel Moritz is going to take. But that was a great run there from Vicky Palova. She's doing well again here over on that far side. She had a good start to this game, but she just actually lost the ball there. And now Manchester United look to try and get it forward quickly, but that's a poor ball. It's gone out for a throw. You have to say, in these first 11 and a half minutes, Arsenal have been the better team so far. There's not much doubt about that. We look as though we're in control of the game pretty much very early on, of course, but we seem to have had the majority of the possession. We've had one or two half chances. I mean, I haven't really got into the game yet, which is obviously good news from our perspective. But we've just conceded a corner there. Amanda Illister under pressure. Sabrina couldn't keep that ball in. And it is a corner to Manchester United, the first corner. Not great play there from Amanda. She was put under quite a lot of pressure there, and the back pass was always going to put Sabrina in trouble, and she couldn't quite scramble across quickly enough to keep it in, and it is a corner to Manchester United. So Turner and Letitia are both coming forward now. They're in the penalty area. Gace is in the penalty area as well. And Arsenal have got some defending to do here quite early on in this game. We don't really want to go behind, do we? That'll make it really tricky. The corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Arsenal don't really deal with it, but it's come back out to the edge of the area. Gace now inside the box, goes past one challenge, drills the ball across the penalty area. Good defending at the near post there from Leah Vulti. That was a dangerous moment there for Arsenal. Good play from Gase inside the area. Good feet there. Went past a couple of challenges and put a dangerous ball in. But Man United have got a throw on this near side, which Hannah Blundell is coming forward to take. She throws it back. And Man United trying to come forward then, but that's rolled out of play there. A bit of a misunderstanding. Gase wasn't on the same wavelength. It's gone behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. 13 minutes on the clock. Man United nil Arsenal. That's the first bit of pressure we've really been under so far in this game. So, so far so good. Leigh Walsh almost gives it away there in a dangerous position, but she manages to recover. But that's not a great clearance, only as far as Katie Zellum. But Leigh Walsh steps in again and wins the ball back. And now maybe Arsenal can come forward with Russo. Lays it off to this near side. Steph Catley, this is better from Arsenal. Plays the ball out this near side. It's a good ball. Stina Blackstenius is inside the penalty area. Stina Blackstenius buzzing on goal. It's a goal. Stina scored a brilliant goal. Our first goal in the season. That is what Stina can do. That is brilliant from her. Great play it was. It was Russo first of all. Steph Catley's ball. And Stina broke clear down this near side the left. Broke inside the penalty area. What a finish that is. What a goal that is. It may only be our first goal of the season, but it's up there with goal of the month contender already. What a brilliant goal that was. And it is, of course. 1-0 to the Arsenal. What a great goal that was. Brilliant from Stina. That is a brilliant goal. I mean, she scored a few great goals for Arsenal, but that is probably the best one that she's ever scored. She showed pace and strength and calmness in front of goal as well. Janas is delighted by that as well. And the girls on the bench as well, cheering and getting behind the team, which is what you want to see. What a goal that is. Brilliant from Stina. Fantastic. Terry came in there just as a goal was scored, actually, which is great, isn't it? Terry says, "Good evening, Richard. Can't believe I'm late at the office. And my eyes and ears tonight, mate. How's the girls started? Well, we've just scored, so we've started really well, which is great, isn't it?" Jeffar says there, "Richard, you'll let us know how Sabrina is on set pieces." Yeah, I mean, so far, but they've had that one corner which, it went not really close enough to have to do much with that, so that was fine. But what a goal that was, by the way. You have to say that was magnificent. That was world class, actually, there. Now, Man United trying to respond. It was Gase there with the shot that goes high over the crossbar into the crowd behind the goal. The Brazilian there with that effort. And Arsenal have got the goal. Olivia says, yes, indeed. And Terry says, Stina, indeed. Nicole says, aye. And Terry says, so my prediction of 5-2 is on. Well, at the moment it's on. My prediction of 2-1 is on as well, actually. So let's try and get some realism to the situation. But we started really well in this game, actually. You have to say we have really started well. Amanda with this long ball up the far side looking for Russo. She played a big part in that goal, didn't she? Getting the ball and playing it across to Steph Catley, and then Stina did the rest. And what a magnificent bit of work it was. Of course, Stina maybe will be feeling a little bit of pressure, won't she, now Russo's here? But they both started tonight and they were both played a big part in that goal. We're coming forward again now. Kim Little lays it off to Leia Cadena, very first ever Arsenal appearance tonight. Now Amanda Illistat over on that far side. A new look Arsenal defence. So far, so good. Victoria Palova coming forward over on that far side. She's looked lively in these opening 16 and a half minutes. Plays the ball through again to Alessia Russo. It's a good tackle on there from Millie Turner. And it's gone out for a throw to Manchester United, actually, over on that far side. But what a magnificent goal. Absolutely world class that was from Stina. Now, anyone who's watched this show regularly will know how much I rate Stina Blackstenius. I think she's a magnificent player. I think she's been quite underrated, actually. She came for a bit of stick last season because she had a bit of a run, didn't she, where she was missing a few chances, but she just got 18 goals, and in the key part of last season, towards the end of the season, she was brilliant, wasn't she? She scored some really big goals in Champions League, as well as in the league, and absolutely brilliant. Cornish Gunner says, is Russo playing on the wing or as a number 10? She looks more like she's playing out on the right-hand side. Obviously Stina's through the middle. It looks like Kim Little's almost playing on the left a little bit. It's a little bit of a strange kind of front line, really, in many ways. But so far it's working, so we can't really have too many complaints. But yeah, Russo's playing more on the right-hand side. at this moment. But of course, they'll be interchangeable, won't they? So that's one of the beauties of having great players. Anyway, ball played in behind. Gace again. She looks dangerous actually going forward. She's got a lot of pace, hasn't she? As we know, the Brazilian plays it into Ella Toombs, not really been involved too much. Gace again on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. We've got some defending to do here. This ball clipped to that far post. Good defensive header from Steph Catley. And we've got Gunnar Dan says, "Hey Cornish Gunnar, where are you from?" Someone from Newquay. We've got a couple of Cornish fans in, which is good, isn't it? Lovely part of the world. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Cornwall. Newquay's a lovely place, isn't it? Is Newquay in Devon or Cornwall? Anyway, I can't remember this. It's lovely, isn't it? Anyway, Man United are in possession at the moment over on that far side. Katie Zellum switches the play to Hannah Blundell. So on this near side, she just touches it off to Maya Letitia. Now it's back with Katie Zellum in midfield. Arsenal just sitting back a little bit now, allowing Man United to have a little bit of the ball. Gabby George over on that far side. Man United's left plays the ball forward to Leah Galton. And this is the first real spell of possession that Man United have had in our half of the pitch, really. But the ball's over on that far side to Leah Galton again, lines up across. It's a good cross header, comes in from Gates, but it's straight into the arms there of goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo, the Canadian, and comfortable save for her. It's a decent cross, good header, but it was lacking the power there from about 12 yards. It would have took something, wouldn't it, from there? Cornish Gouda says, Truro. Truro. I've been to Truro. What a lovely place that is. Pasty munchers. Indeed. But a lovely part of the world, especially when the sun's out. As it tends to be out there a little bit more often than most other places in the country, doesn't it? I used to go every year on holidays when I was young, actually, with my family. We used to go to Devon and Cornwall every summer. Brilliant. Anyway, Steph Catley now coming forward on this near side for Arsenal. Kim Little just touches it off, but it's not a great ball, actually. And Hayley Ladd can pick it up, but that's not a good ball either. Stina nips in, wins it back for Arsenal. She'll be absolutely flying at the minute after that goal. Brilliantly taken goal it was. Arsenal coming forward, though. Noel Moritz over on that far side finds Alessia Russo playing as a winger, which is a little bit strange. It wasn't what we was expecting to see really, was it? We've got Royston. How you doing, Royston? He says, we are Arsenal. Indeed, we are Arsenal, and we are winning 1-0, which is even better, isn't it? And this will be a really... I mean, I do think the result of this game is so important, but to put a statement out there and show how good we are, and that, that's what Chelsea do, don't they? They lose a game. They've lost their first game in the previous 4 seasons, and then they've put a run together. And that's what we need to do. That's a lovely ball again through, looking for the runner, Kim Little, but Mary Earps is out of her penalty area to hoof that one away. And it's gone all the way through to Sabrina D'Angelo, just outside the Arsenal penalty area, just touches it off to Jem Beattie. Now this near side of left for Arsenal, Kim Little. It's a lovely threaded ball through again, looking for the run again. In for Stina, she's in behind again, is she? Not quite. Again, the ball just ran through to Mary Earps. You do feel as though while we're on top in this game, we need to get a second goal. Anouk says there, where can I watch this match? I don't know where in the world you are. I have a name like Anouk. I'm guessing maybe Holland. I don't know where it is. It's on Sky in the UK. I can't show it, unfortunately. I wish I could. But yeah, it is on Sky in the United Kingdom. But I'm not sure where you can watch it, unfortunately. But if anybody knows a link or stream for people to watch the game, Gillian says, I've been searching for this game for the last 30 on Telenet. Thank you for this. No problem at all. I'm glad that you're with us and enjoying it. Anyway, Mary Earps now with the ball, plays it out to that far side to Millie Turner. Don't forget, of course, we did lead at the Emirates against Manchester United last season, didn't we? Only to end up losing. Cornish Schooner says, what does everyone think about the links with Earps? Yeah, I mean, an interesting one, isn't it? When we only brought Sabrina in last year, well, early this year, didn't we, in January? So I like Sabrina. I think Sabrina's a very good goalkeeper. But you can't just have one good goalkeeper. And I think Manu Zinsberger, for all her great stuff that she's been, she's maybe past her best, I think is a fair comment. Not being horrible to her. She's we love Manu, but I do think she's past her best. Sabrina looks like she's going to be pushing on for the number 1 potentially. But yeah, I mean, Mary Earps is one of the best, isn't she? I personally wish we'd signed Daphne Van Domsel, who's gone to Aston Villa. But anyway, Kim Little looked as though she was going to be in over on this near side, but she was actually offside. And it's going to be a free kick to Manchester United. And Arsenal looking to try and get that second goal. But this left-hand side is looking dangerous, isn't it? Steph Catley's ball again. Oh, that was a tight offside, actually. Don't forget, there's no VAR in the WSL. Thankfully, I must admit, I'm quite pleased there's no VAR. But that it was a tight offside there. Probably was offside. You didn't get a clear view from the replay, but it did look as though she'd maybe just gone a fraction too early there, Kim. Otherwise, she would have been in on this near side again, and we could have created another opportunity to get what would be a really important 2-goal lead. Great tackle from Jen Beattie. A great tackle again from Kim Little. This is good from Arsenal. Kim Little now plays it into Victoria Palova. That wasn't a good touch from her, actually. And Arsenal lose the ball. We won it back again in midfield. Arsenal really playing well. Oh, we just lost it again, though. Now Manchester United can come forward themselves. It's with Gase on this near side. Steph Catley's come across. The cross comes in, but it's gone behind for a goal kick. And she's had a lot of the ball, Gase, so far, the Brazilian, all across that front line, but hasn't really managed to create too many problems for us as yet, which is obviously good news. We've got nobody in the chat. Well, actually, we've got a few people in the chat, but we've got somebody called Nobody. Anyone know I can watch the game without logging? I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but in the UK, it's on Sky. Obviously, if you don't have a subscription to Sky or a Fire Stick, you might be in trouble. Cornelia says Sky. Yeah, I mean, it's on Sky, but only in the UK. I'm not sure if you're elsewhere in the world, you might not be able to get the Sky links. Anyway, Jen Beattie's gone down with an injury, actually, which is a little bit of a concern. But it has given Janas the chance to speak to the players. He must be delighted with how we started this game. The game plan has worked to perfection, but I think it's maybe caught Man United out slightly in the way that we've set up. And Mark Skinner is now making some adjustments, it seems, on the touchline while we have this break in play for this injury to Jen Beattie. Terry says, I think Mary Earps should be on trial tonight. If she makes sure we win, and then we should give her a chance to play for the mighty Arsenal. Well, I mean, she didn't save that goal. Not that she would have been able to anyway, because it was just a fantastic goal, wasn't it? They're just showing it again here where we've had a break in play. Stina it was. Russo it was. Played it to Steph Catley. A lovely ball. And Stina didn't look as though she could score from there, but she ran into the box, cut inside, cut across the front of Hannah Blundell, and placed it in the corner. That is I mean, every time you watch that goal, it gets better and better every time. It is just an incredible goal. And that is what separates the teams at the halfway point in this first half. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Wow. And I think, you could see with Stina's celebration there that she maybe feels a little bit as though she's got a point to prove. She was left out of the starting lineup, of course, on Sunday. We don't know, do we, the fitness of these players, do we? We haven't really had a proper pre-season, so it's difficult to really say. But yeah, what a great goal that was. Cornish Gouda says there, hit the like button, people. 11 likes. Is that all it is? Oh, come on. It doesn't cost anything. It only takes exactly. Come on, everyone who's watching, all 50 of you, 51 of you, whatever it is, please give us a like, and it helps the channel, and it takes 2 seconds, and it's great. Greg says there, Ertz will be an Arsenal player next year. Potentially, yeah. I think she might well be. But let's see what happens. I'm quite happy with Sabrina, I've got to be honest. Terry says 20 likes equals 2-0. No, 50 likes equals 2-0. 20 likes, it will still be 1-0. But we have to get to 20 before we can get to 50 to get it to 2-0, can't we? So it's in your hands. Basically, it's in your hands, isn't it? The players can only do so much. The rest of it's up to you, isn't it? So, don't feel bad if we lose this game because you didn't give us a like. I mean, you don't feel bad about it, but you will be responsible for Arsenal losing. So you don't want that to happen. Come on. Just hit the button, bang, like, done. Simple. It's done. You've done your bit. And then when Arsenal win, you can celebrate properly because you know you've played a part. Oh, Sabrina's out of a box. She's missed it. Oh, no, Man United have scored. Oh, we were just talking about the goalkeeper. It's Leah Galton. Profited there. Sabrina came out of her box to clear the ball. She looked maybe second favourite. She did get there, but her clearance was poor. It hit Leah Galton, and then she had a simple task to roll the ball into the net. And you didn't like the show quickly enough, did you? And Arsenal have conceded another rather soft goal. You have to say, it's a long ball over the top. She was onside. And Sabrina came out. And she was very late getting there. She just completely missed the ball. She got there first and then completely missed the ball. Dear, oh, dearie, dear. We were saying about Ziddy making some mistakes. Look at that. She's completely missed it. that is an absolute gift of a goal. After we worked so hard to get back into the game, she totally missed it there. That is a terrible, terrible mistake. And Leah Gorton couldn't miss, rolled it in to the empty net. Miss Pinksock says, dang, indeed, it was very, very poor mistake there. Cornish Gunner says, if we can get a win in this match without Mead, Miedemar and Leah, then it bodes well for our season when they all come back into the side. It does, yeah. Maybe Mary Earps is needed after all, though, after that mistake. But anyway, Steph Catley now on his near side, Arsenal looking to respond. A good cross. Mary Earps punches it out. And Russo's going to try and get on the end of this, but it is Leah Gorton who gets there first. Manchester United goal scorer. Is going to be a throw to Arsenal. But yeah, we were just talking about Mary Earps, wasn't we? And I think maybe that little moment there has maybe explained to us a little bit more as to why we was going after her. And maybe we do need her, don't we? Manu Zinsberger there is looking a little bit upset actually on the bench there. She was cheering the goal before. And maybe she's upset for her friend who's just made a terrible mistake. But anyway, it is 1-1 now. And Sabrina needs to get some confidence back now after that, because when you're a goalkeeper, it's difficult, isn't it? When you make a mistake, every mistake a goalkeeper makes either leads to a goal or a big chance against your team, and it's a tough job, isn't it? But the important thing is when you've made a mistake, you've got to put it behind you quickly, and the next thing that you've got to do well, and let's hope that she does, because it's massively important for her confidence, isn't it? But that was it was an absolute catastrophe there from the goalkeeper. There's no getting away from it. It was a terrible, terrible mistake. And you have to say, if Zinsberger had made that mistake with some of the other mistakes that she's made, I think she'd have got a lot of criticism for that. I think we're going to be maybe a little bit easier on Sabrina because she's not played that many games, but that was an absolute howler. Complete and utter miss kick coming out for the ball. And it's gifted Man United an equaliser just at a time when Arsenal were on top and looking as though we were going to... Oh, that's a poor clearance from Mary Earps, actually. And Arsenal picked the ball up with Leah Cadena, finds Steph Catley. She had a good start to this game, Steph. Leah Cadena now settling in a little bit. She had a bit of a shaky start, but she settled in now, bringing the ball forward. A right-footed centre-back playing on the left is always a little bit... They look a little bit clumsy, don't they? But she's done well again, Leah Cadena. Finds Kim Little back again to Leah Cadena. You can see how we miss... Rafaela Souza, really a left-footed centre-back. Surely that's a foul on Leah Walty. It was a foul by Hayley Ladd, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Cornish Guna says there, sadly, I feel Sabrina is a number 2, not a first choice. Well, from what she just did there, I would tend to agree with you. But I do feel she did well last season when she played. She maybe needs more minutes on the more game time. I don't know, but that was a terrible mistake. You're right, and you can't really excuse that, can you? Terry says, is Chloe and Fordy playing? Haven't heard you mention them. No, they're not. No, they're both on the bench. We've got Russo and Stina playing, which is the first time. We were wondering whether that had ever happened, but it has done. Now, we've got a free kick here on this near side. This could be a good moment. Victoria Plover it is, plays it in towards the edge of the penalty area. It's flicked on, but a Manchester United defender, I think it was Millie Turner, got the ball clear only as far as Noam Rich plays it forward to Jem Beattie, who's still high up on the pitch following that free kick. Now it comes to Steph Catley on this near side. A new system for Arsenal tonight with 3 at the back, which had worked really well. And you can't really blame the system on that goal. It was just an error by an individual player, unfortunately. Nicole says there, I hope they bring in McCabe soon. Well, I mean, I don't know about soon. We've only played half an hour. There's plenty of time. I'm sure she'll come on later on in the game. That's another good ball over the top. Is it offside this time against Stina Blackstenius? It is. But that's what we need to keep doing. Keep putting them balls over the top for Stina, because get her running in behind. We've already seen what she can do. That's the goal that she scored. So, yeah. Anyway, Arsenal, we just lost the control of this game now, haven't we? From a really strong position that we got ourselves in. Suddenly now it's slipping away a little bit, isn't it? And it's now 1-1 when we'd started so well. But you're not going to dominate a game away from home for 90 minutes, are you? It's just a matter now. We've just got to dig in and make sure that we don't concede again before half-time. If we can get a second goal, even better, because Steph Catley's coming forward again. What a great half she's had. That's another great ball too, Stina Blackstenius. But again, that time it was good defending there from Maya Letitia. But Mary Earps' clearance isn't great. Again, actually, that's 2 in a row. for Mary Herbst that she's not really, maybe the goalkeeper's having trouble kicking the ball tonight. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, Jem Beattie, they almost got herself in trouble under pressure there from Gaze, but she defended well in the end. And Amanda Ilestat plays it long up that far side, looking for Alessia Russo. She's not had too much impact on this game so far, playing in a slightly unfamiliar wide position. Not that she can't play there, because she's obviously played there for England a little bit as well. But anyway, Leah Walters just conceded a free kick. We've played 33 minutes here at the Leigh Sports Village in Greater Manchester. It is Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. The first goal was by Stina, and a great goal it was as well. And the equaliser there was an absolute gift for Manchester United, which Leah Galton gratefully accepted following Sabrina D'Angelo's complete miss kick. Anyway, not his free kick in towards the penalty spot. It's an Arsenal head there, Amanda Ilestat, and then it's actually Stina that completes the clearance, and it's a free kick to Arsenal on the edge of the box there. Gace it is who's given that free kick away. Rajendra's in the chat there, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the game on Sunday. I know the result wasn't what we all wanted, but anyway, Terry says, what's the team then? As I missed the start. It's D'Angelo in goal, back three, Beattie, Ilestat, Cadena, in midfield, Maritz, Little, Walty, Palova and Catley, and then Russo and Blackstenius up front. So change of personnel, a change of formation as well. And it had worked pretty well for half an hour until that individual mistake had just cost us a goal. And since then, we've looked a little bit rattled, you have to say. And Man United have had much more of the ball. Katie Zellum now plays it out to that far side to Gabby George, who turns and plays it back to Millie Turner, back to Katie Zellum. And Man United now have really got on top, really, since that goal. So up until then, I thought we were playing pretty well, but Man United coming forward again now. It's Leah Galton, the goal scorer, on that far side to Gabby George, puts a cross in, it's deflected, and Arsenal just about deal with it. But it's going to go out for a throw to United over on that far side. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes of this first half. It's been an entertaining game. It's been a good game of football. And there's been one really good goal and one really bad mistake that Arsenal have created, and that's why it's 1-1. And Russo again has the ball taken off her. Sorry, that was Stina that time. Sorry. Russo's actually very deep over on that far side. Maya Letitia now plays it to Millie Turner on this far side. Millie Turner dinks the ball over the top again, looking for the running behind there of Ella Toon, plays it back into Gace. Good defending that was there from Leah Walters. Now Arsenal can try and launch a counter-attack. Russo does really well and finds Steph Catley. This was a combination that led to the goal, but this is a little bit further deeper into the Arsenal half, and Steph goes back to Jem Beattie. That's with Amanda Ilestat over on that far side. I think a back three suits Amanda actually a lot better than a back four. Personally, I think that she's well suited to that back three role, isn't she? Now Leah Walters just lays it off to Vicky Palova, and her ball finds Leah Cadena. Brings the ball forward really well. Oh, try to thread the ball through there. Great run again from Stina Blackstenius. The ball just slightly overhit her, and it went all the way through to Mary Herbst. But again, that's good play from Arsenal. Leah Cadena is a very good footballing defender, isn't she? She bring the ball out there, and then try to thread that ball through to Stina Blackstenius, who's looked really, really sharp and lively in these early stages. 36 minutes of this game has been played. Millie Turner now bringing the ball out for Manchester United over on that far side. Gabby George plays a long ball again down that side, and Amanda Ilestat there. She should just see this out. In fact, she plays the ball round Leah Galton. That's good play actually, and finds Noel Moritz right on that far touchline. Russo touches the ball off, and Man United have pressed us quite high out of the pitch and won the ball back, but good play that was from Noel Moritz. But Man United have got possession again. Cross comes in from Leah Galton there, goal scorer, but it's come to Steph Catley. She's got acres of space to run forward into, and she takes that opportunity to bring the ball forward. Steph Catley's got Kim Little ahead of her. Kim Little was playing more as a left-sided front player in this first half, which is a little bit of a strange position to see her in when we're so used to seeing her playing in that central area. But it's worked for the majority of this first half. I think we've played okay in a very difficult game, but we just conceded that stupid daft goal. Anyway, Kim Little now is a little bit more central, where we're more used to seeing her, and she plays the ball back to Vicky Palova. This is a good ball again to Leigh Cadena coming forward. That's a nice ball as well to Steph Catley. She's going to get it back again. Leigh Cadena, good covering there though from Garcia. Those two Spanish players who I say know each other really, really well. Have had a good battle. But that was good play there from Leah Walton. Now Kim Little's got a little bit of space. And she plays the ball across square to Amanda Illerstadt inside the centre circle. And that's with Norma Ritz over on that far side. The Swiss gives it back again to Amanda. That's a good long ball forward. In fact, it's not a good long ball in the end because it's just found Luis Garcia. And Manchester United can gain the possession again. Hannah Blundell plays it out to Millie Turner. 38 minutes played here at Leigh Sports Village. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. But Arsenal have been played well in this game for the majority of this first half. And then Man United are coming forward now. Gase has just tackled there. Jem Beattie does really well actually. Jem Beattie finds Leah Walty. And now there's a little bit of space here for Steph Catley on this near side. Finds Leah Walty again. And then plays the ball back to Jem Beattie. Jem Beattie's had a good start to this game as well actually. Amanda Illerstadt, the new Swedish defender, very, very good player. Finds another new player, the Spaniard, Leigh Cadena, brings the ball forward, chips that one over the top. It wasn't a great ball that time, but Kim Little's in there again trying to win it back. Steph Catley very high up the pitch. When you've got the wing back formation, your fullbacks really can push on, and Steph had pushed on there, didn't quite get that ball. And that ball over the top there should be dealt with by Leigh Cadena. And in fact, it very nearly isn't. In fact, it isn't. She's lost the ball. And now the ball's fallen here inside the penalty area. Shot comes in. It's blocked. It was Gas in there with the effort. Poor defending actually there from Cadena. She got caught out. And Manchester United have picked up the ball again. And that was a shaky moment as we come down towards the last 5 minutes of the first half. Zoe said there, I think it's a massively important game for us to win. It is, absolutely. And we're in such a strong position, wasn't we, with that early goal, but we just haven't pushed on from there. And I think that the goal we conceded has rocked us a little bit. You have to say Man United have grown in confidence from that moment, and they've probably been the better side since then. And I thought we were the better side until that goal. So we just need to gain our composure back again, and I'm sure we'll be fine. But Man United are coming forward now. Katie Zellum threads the ball through to Ella Toon, lays it off to Gase, tries to thread the ball through. Almost an opportunity there for Garcia to run in behind, but the ball has run through to goalkeeper Sabrina, and that might give a little bit more confidence there. But almost an opportunity. A good ball from Gase. I think she may well have been offside actually, Garcia, had she got the ball, but it ran through to Sabrina D'Angelo anyway. And Arsenal now trying to come forward over on that far side. Oh, that's a poor ball though from Amanda Illerstadt. And it falls to Katie Zeller. Man United now coming forward. Leah Galton over on that far side. A deep cross. Sabrina's there. Great hands there. That'll do her confidence a world of good. Cross came in. And that's Manu Zinsberger's weak point, isn't it? Is when the crosses come into the box. But she was very strong there. Decisive. Came and grabbed that ball. Really good piece of goalkeeping that from Sabrina. Doesn't quite make up for the mistake for the goal, but it was very good anyway. Arsenal just lose the ball over on that far side. And Man United now, Millie Turner plays out to that far side to Gabby George. Alessia Russo's after her. Of course, those two didn't play together for Man United, didn't they? Because Gabby George has just come in this season. There's an offside there against Leah Galton, the Manchester United goal scorer. They're showing that mistake again. Oh, dear me. Such a poor mistake. And Leah Galton will not have an easier goal in her career, probably, let alone this season. Such a poor goal to concede. Anyway, we're coming forward again now with Stina Blackstenius on this near side. Plays the ball into the box. Kim Little, nice touch around the defender, but she couldn't quite get the rebound. But that's a poor clearance again from Miriam. Stina now on the edge of the box. Really good play from her. Finds Russo. She's crowded out a little bit. She'd love to score a goal in this game, wouldn't she, Alessia Russo? Arsenal are keeping possession now with Leah Walty. bringing it forward. Plays it out to this near side to Steph Catley. Lines up across instead, goes back to Leah Vulty again. Arsenal falls back a little bit now with Leia Cadena. Plays it back to Jem Beattie. And then she shuffles it out to Amanda Ilestat inside the centre circle. Now it's with Leia Cadena again. This is a bit of a better spell from Arsenal as we count down towards half-time. The ball played through there by Leah Vulty, looking for the run of Kim Little. But Man United deal with that with Hannah Blundell, who's got the ball back off Garcia, and now Blundell bringing it forward for Manchester United. Plays it into Gaze, tries to turn away there from Cadena, and the ball finally got out to that far side to Gabby George. Brings it forward for Manchester United into Leah Galton. And we are now into the last 90 seconds of normal time. There will be a little bit of stoppage time right at the end of this first half because there was that injury to Jem Beattie. So we're going to get a couple of minutes of stoppages, you imagine, at the end. But we need to see this out till half-time. Manchester United coming forward now on this near side with Luis Garcia again having a run at the Arsenal defence. Good tackle that was there from Steph Catley. And then Leia Cadena completes the clearance up to Stina Blackstenius. That's a nice ball in field. Oh, it's not actually because Kim Little slips over. And Man United now might get an opportunity. Ella Toon on the edge of the box. Tried to thread the ball through to Leah Galton. Maybe she could have had a shot then. She's not in the best of form, is she, Ella Toon, for Man United or for England at the moment. It looked like it was good play there from Stina, but Kim Little couldn't reach that ball. And suddenly we were under pressure. Ella Toon maybe could have tried a shot. Instead, she was caught in two minds. And the ball through to Leah Galton has gone behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. We're into the last minute of the 45. But I say there's going to be a chunk of stoppage time, you would imagine, due to that injury to Jem. A couple of minutes, you'd say. Let's wait and see. We're going to find out very shortly. We're into the last 30 seconds of this first half, or normal time at the end of this first half. And Arsenal trying to win the ball back over on that far side, which we have done. But we're not able to make anything of that. And again, Man United win the ball and try to play a long ball into this far corner, which is a tactic that they've used quite a lot in this first half, actually, haven't they? But it's going to be a throw. In fact, it's an offside because it's going to be a throw to Arsenal, but actually it's an offside anyway against Gase, who's caused us some problems, but not really looked like scoring. In fact, it's 4 minutes of stoppage time. There you go. A little bit more than we thought, but it mostly would have been that injury, wouldn't it, to Jen that did lead to a stoppage. But we've just come into that 4 minutes now of stoppage time. It's so important Arsenal at least going level at half-time, or maybe even better. We're breaking forward now. Kim Little, there's some space over here. Steph Catley on the edge of the box. The ball took a long time to reach her, so she plays it square instead into Alessia Russo, twisting and turning inside the box. Russo can't quite get a shot away. Manages to find Leah Vulty. Can she get a shot away? She finds Steph Catley, put it in the box. Steph Catley's crossing to the box. Oh, almost fell to Stina. Comes to Russo, and she's fired over the crossbar, and the Man United fans are cheering that effort from Russo. It went over the bar. Good pressure that was from Arsenal there. Leah Vulty finds Steph Catley. It's a decent ball, actually, from Steph. Stina couldn't quite get a good defensive header, actually, it was from Millie Turner, I think it might have been, just in front of Stina Blackstenius, who would have had her second goal, and then Russo's effort from the edge of the box went high over the crossbar. But that was better from Arsenal as we approach half-time. There's 2.5 minutes left of this first half. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. And it's been an entertaining game, that's for sure. But slightly disappointing from an Arsenal perspective, having started so well and got the goal, to now only find ourselves at 1-1, and such a poor goal to concede as well, which makes it even worse, doesn't it? Wouldn't have been so bad if it was a great goal, but it was just a mistake by goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo. Anyway, it's a free kick to Manchester United on halfway. The ball is now with Maya Letitia, and she finds Millie Turner. Gets it back again, Maya Letitia. We're counting down towards half-time here at the Leigh Sports Village. Of course, this was one of the venues for the Euros last summer, wasn't it? A few games were played here. And Millie Turner bringing the ball forward now for Manchester United. Good defending, though, that time there from Jem Beattie. That's almost a good ball forward, actually, to Kim Little, but it just got a deflection there off Katie Zellum, I think it was. And sorry, it was Hayley Ladd. And Manchester United have managed to pick possession up again. We've got a minute and a half of stoppage time left at the end of this first half. Man United coming forward. Gase is in behind on this near side. Tries to get the ball across the goal. Good defending again from Jem Beattie. She got player of the match on Sunday, and she's playing well again. Jem BC, brilliant from her. The first block was good. The second one was even better. Gates was trying to get the cross in, and Beattie was across quickly. And it is a corner though to Manchester United right at the end of this first half. So we've got some more defending to do. Regenda says not much of a crowd. I don't know. It looked quite a good crowd. The stand behind the goal is pretty packed, isn't it? There's a few empty seats knocking around, but it looks like a decent crowd anyway. It's Katie Zellen with this corner. All the way a free header from Millie Turner at the back post. Surely she should have done better there, actually. A little bit sloppy that from Arsneal. A free header she was given and put it over the top. A little bit of a let-off there, really, because that was poor defensive play that was there from Arsneal. Good header, but it's gone wide. WSL Comp says there, how has Russo been received at her old club? Are they booing her? I haven't necessarily heard any boos. They did cheer when she fired a shot over the crossbar. Ironic cheers they were, but I don't think they're going to give her a bad reception, are they? She was a really good player for them, and of course, they're going to be disappointed that she's left, but there you go. Rajendra says, silly errors are killing us. Well, yeah, they have done so far, haven't they, this season and in the Champions League as well, but there's nothing you can do about individual errors, is there? I mean, the players need to be more focused and more concentrated, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a few individual errors have been happening, and it's cost us 2 goals this season, and it may well be costing us points in this game. But there goes the half-time whistle, actually. It is we're at the break now at the Leigh Sports Village. It's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. Arsenal started well, actually. It was a really good goal, a brilliant goal, actually, from Stina Blackstenius. Gave us the lead after, 15, 16 minutes. Good move it was. Steph Catley down that left-hand side, put Stina in. She was wide on that left-hand side, but she ran past Hannah Blundell, cut inside, and then finished it at the far corner. A world-class goal. And we looked in control at that point, and you're thinking this is the response that we wanted to see after Sunday. It was really the response that we wanted, but unfortunately, a terrible, terrible mistake by Sabrina D'Angelo. A long ball over the top. She came out of her box, got there first ahead of Leah Galton, but completely missed her clearance. And Galton had a simple tap in to make it 1-1. We had a bit of a shaky spell after that, actually, where we were sort of. I didn't create too many chances really, but it was we didn't look as confident. And then right at the end of the first half, we had another opportunity, and it was Russo fired over the bar, and of course the crowd did enjoy that, didn't they? Rajendra says they're not quite 50,000 as I go. Well, no, I mean, you wouldn't get 50,000 in the Leigh Sports Village. I think it only holds about 6 or 7, doesn't it? So it's like Meadow Park, isn't it? Meadow Park can have 4,000 or 5,000, and it's packed, but it's nowhere near 50,000, is it? Man United aren't going to. They'll be playing some of their games at Old Trafford this season, as they did last season, but it is going to be the way it is. Women's football generally isn't going to be able to attract 50,000 fans every single week, is it? It's just not going to be able to do that because it's not at that level yet, is it? And that's the way it is. I mean, if Arsenal played all our games at the Emirates, we wouldn't be selling out 50,000 every game. A few games we can, and a few games we will, but it won't be like that for all the time, will it? Unfortunately. But anyway, Terry said, what's it comment? Sorry. Terry says, I want to see Fordy and Chloe on feeding crosses in for Stina and Russo. Yeah, I mean, that changes that may well happen in the second half. Probably not immediately. I don't think there's an awful lot wrong with the shape of the team or anything like or the way that we're playing. I just feel as though it was just an individual error. Otherwise, we'd be ahead. But it's still in a balance, isn't it? I mean, I think before the game, we'd have probably been reasonably happy if someone had said it's 1-1 at half time. But I mean, I've said it before, a draw feels different if you was leading in the game and then you peg back to wherever you were losing and then you come back, isn't it? If you're winning and you only draw, you feel a bit disappointed. It feels like you've lost 2 points, doesn't it? But if you're losing and you come back and get a draw, it's a point gain. That's how it often feels. And obviously, if this game finishes in a draw now, having led, we're going to feel a little bit of a missed opportunity to get 3 points. But there's still 45 minutes left yet, and we've shown that we can create some chances against this Manchester United side. And if we keep doing that, we've got the quality on this pitch in the final third to score another goal or two and get the victory. So let's see how it goes. I mean, it was a mixed half, I suppose. We had some very good moments and some not so good moments. But anyway, let's see. Rajendra says, hopefully we get 50,000 next Sunday. Yeah, it'd be nice. I don't think it's going to be as big as that. I mean, I think the result of this game may well determine that a little bit as well. I think if we end up losing this game, 2 defeats in a row, are we then going to sell £50,000 against Aston Villa next week? 50,000 fans tickets? Probably not. If we win this game tonight, there'll be more excitement. We might obviously sell a load more tickets during the week, but let's see. You know, I think it's going to be quite interesting the fact that we're playing 5 games at the Emirates this season at WSL, just to see what the crowds are. Obviously, the WSL crowds last season for the 3 games that we played were good, but they were 3 of the big games, weren't they? Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham. And they were always going to get big crowds. You know, Liverpool was a big crowd last week because it was the first game of the season. Aston Villa aren't so much of an attractive opposition, although they've bought some good players and they're going to be a good side this season. They're not on the same level of attractiveness of an opposition as the other teams that we've played at the Emirates previously in the WSL. So that's going to be interesting. And of course, later on, we'll have some more games as well, won't we? Coming up later on, of course, Chelsea is one of them as well. We know that's going to be a big crowd because it's still going to be the big game, whatever the situation is in the league. It's going to be a big game, isn't it? So, but yeah, it's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? To see what happens next week. But let's hope it's a big crowd. I think if we sell over, if it's over 40,000 next week, I think that's a decent crowd in the WSL. Is a good crowd. Any more than that, if we get into 50s again, then it'll be brilliant, won't it? But we will have to see. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, not necessarily the greatest first half, but not the worst either. Let's be totally honest. Janas says their tickets may already be. So would it be a load sold? Yeah, but obviously there'll be more sold throughout this week, potentially to do with how this game goes. I think. Janas said I've got a ticket, but I can't go due to a family engagement. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame because it would have been it'd be great to be there, won't it? Terry says, Rajendra, I blamed you for the loss on Sunday, so no excuses. You were at the game. You should have been on the live stream. Well, you can't go on the live. It's difficult to get a signal in the Emirates, isn't it? Especially when it's a big crowd in. So we will let him off for that one, won't we? Cornish Gunner says Villa will be a tough test. It will be a tough test, yeah. I mean, we've had 3 difficult games at the start of the season, won't we? But anyway, let's win this one first, and then we'll see. Robert says, hi, Richard. How you doing? Rob, hope you're well, mate. He said, hi. All this game is Arsenal if we stop giving the ball away so cheaply. But worst of all, running with their defenders is not running into space, and we are marking their defenders. Yeah, I mean, we've had a few incidents like that, haven't we? But yeah, it's not been too bad, I don't think. I think we played quite well. Rajendra says Chelsea, City, Villa, and Man U. Yeah, they're the ones that's left here. Obviously, Villa. No, City isn't at the Emirates. City's at Meadow Park. It's not City game. It's another one, isn't it? I think it was Villa instead of City, wasn't it, that they picked? Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea, Man U. Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea, Man U. Tottenham. Tottenham's the other one, not City. It's Tottenham. Terry says there, Robert, good to hear from you, mate. How you keeping? Yeah, I don't think you wasn't well, was you, Robert? You're much better now, hopefully, mate. I hope you're doing well, because I know you wasn't too well, was you, last season? And actually, just on another note as well, people that watch the show regularly will know of Herman from Toronto, who I believe, and I haven't had any evidence to the contrary, he's actually our oldest viewer. I'm sure he said he was something like 75 or something. I can't remember exactly how old he was now. Anyway, unfortunately, he has been in hospital all through the summer. He had a bit of a fall. He's back home now. So we do wish our best wishes to Herman, one of our loyal viewers. I think he's our oldest regular viewer. So hopefully you're on the men night, mate, and you're taking it easy. He's not always been able to get into the chats and stuff due to, he had a bit of a nasty fall, but he's getting better now and he's back at home, so that's good. So I say, Herman from Toronto, we do wish you well. Look forward to seeing you back on the show very, very soon. Regenda says Blackstenius looking great and fast. Yeah, she's looked really sharp in that first half, hasn't she? Really, really sharp. Took her goal well. She's been dangerous throughout. I believe she's a fantastic player. I believe, for me, if I was picking this team every week, she would be one of the first names on the team sheet for me. I would always play her from the start because I think she's a great player. We've got a lot of options up front now, but I would still pick her because I think she's great. Zoe says, I bought the home advantage package. Yeah, I mean, that was probably a good idea to do that, wasn't it? Because you got them cheaper. But a lot of the only issue I had with that was the games the dates and the kickoff times for most of them games at the time hadn't been confirmed, had they? And even now, some of them haven't been. So that's my issue with it. And I know for some people it probably makes no difference when the games are, but for me, living where I live, it's a lot more difficult planning to get down and stuff. I need to know when the game's going to be, what time it's going to kick off, so I can get that planned. And it's no good buying a ticket 3 or 4 months in advance. It just wouldn't work for me personally. But yeah, it was a great offer, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy the games. Hopefully they'll be a bit better than Sunday's one. I'm sure they will. Robert says, I'm getting there. I can't believe I'm still here at 60. 68, you see, you're not quite the oldest viewer that we've got, Robert, but you're up there in the top 5 probably. But good that you're doing better anyway. That's what we like to see. Jenna says, we've only had 30 likes over. Is that all? Oh, well, that's why, you see. That's why it's 1-1. We know this. We just got to do it, haven't we? So a few more goals. Yeah, a few more likes for a few more goals, which is what we want to do. Our agenda got the tickets on the home advantages. Well, yeah, it was a good way to do it. It's just, for me, unfortunately, I want to try and get to a couple of them. The first one last week and this Villa one, not able to due to other kind of situations that I've got going on. I'm hoping to get to the Chelsea one potentially, and hopefully the Man United one later on in the season as well. We'll see how things are for that. We've got their 73rd. I can't really say what that is, but anyway, good to see you. Galton was the best on first. Just hope she scores one more goal for us. Oh, you're Man United fan, eh? Well, okay, yeah. I mean, she took the goal, okay, but she was gifted it. Let's be honest. And let's hope she doesn't score another one because we won't be very happy. But we'll see what happens. Terry said, if you're listening, Herman, get well soon, mate. Great shout. Yeah, it was. He just sent me a message. That was all the other day, just to say, that he hadn't been able to watch the show. That was really nice of him. And I say, unfortunately, he's had a bit of a tough summer in hospital, but he is home now, so that's good. Robert says, well, Richard, I never liked her, but she's finally growing on me. She needs someone to work with, and Russo will when she settles. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Sometimes she was a bit isolated, Stina, last season up front on her own, and I think maybe, especially we didn't have Beth in the team much of the season, Viv, as well. So, yeah, maybe that was. But I thought actually towards the end of the season, she got better and better, Stina, and she was absolutely brilliant. I thought in the last 2 or 3 months last season, and she's carrying that on now. She got a great goal in Sweden in the pre-season. Well, I keep calling it pre-season, in the Champions League qualifier, and she's got a great goal tonight. So she's an important player for us, definitely, and she is underrated. And I say, Robert, you'll eventually realise that when I like a player, it's generally because they're good. Agenda says, I bought a home advantage. It's like a season. Yeah, it's like a little season ticket for the Emirates game, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Robert says, we have Beth and Viv back soon for their duo. So, yeah, we do. Yeah, it won't be long, will it? I mean, Beth's obviously a little bit further ahead. Her injury was a bit earlier. Hopefully Beth will be back in the next couple of games, and Viv a little bit longer, maybe for her a few more weeks. But yeah, it'd be nice to get them both back, won't it? So important. Comment there says, my prediction was Manchester. I hope they don't disappoint me. Well, it's 1-1. Anyone's game. It is anyone's game, and it's very difficult. Zoe says, I live in Northampton. Oh, you do? Yeah, Northampton. Yeah, that's not a bad little drive down there, is it? Down the M1. When it's at the Emirates anyway. Although Meadow Park's probably even easier, isn't it, from Northampton? Good little trip that. I'm a little bit further north than you, quite a lot further north than you in Newcastle, so it's not quite so easy for me. Terry says, Robert, you've only just come out of your puppy stage. Yeah, he's just a spring chicken too, isn't he? But he's doing really well. Zoe said, just thought I'd buy. Yeah, I must admit, I was tempted to do that anyway. I thought, well, if I only get to 2 of the games, doesn't matter. I could have maybe sold on the other tickets or given them away as I've done before. But I was just a little bit concerned about not being able to go to any of them if they, depending on when the games were, when they moved the kickoffs to, that kind of stuff. I was a little bit worried about that. That was why I didn't do it. But yeah, maybe in hindsight, I should have done. I could have always got rid of the tickets anyway, but yeah, I didn't, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm sure I'll get to at least 1 or 2 of them later on in the season. But Janas says last season she grew and increased her speed. But I don't know about increased her speed. I think she's always had that pace about her. She just improved her confidence, I think. She had a bit of a spell where her confidence went, and then she maybe getting that goal in the cup final. She seemed to grow from there, didn't she? And let's hope that it's a sign of things to come, because we need firing on all cylinders, don't we? Robert says, Terry, I tell people I am a baby pensioner. Indeed, you are. Yeah, of course you are a baby pensioner. But Janet says she looks stronger and will be one of the best strikers. Yeah, I mean, I said I said at the start of last season, and people laughed at me, and maybe in the end, maybe rightly so. I said Stina was going to win the Golden Boot last season. In fact, she only scored, I think, 8 WSL goals and 10 in the cup competitions. But I think she could well be in with a shout this year for the Golden Boot, actually. Rajendra says, Zoe, so I took of my home. Are you in Northampton as well, are you, Rajendra? Well, everyone seems to be in Northampton, don't they? Which is great, isn't it? Robert says, sad to hear about Fergus. Yeah, actually, I've just literally heard about that. Just before we came on air, actually. I didn't have a chance to prepare something for that. Yeah, I don't know if people know, but so Alex Ferguson's wife unfortunately passed away today. Really, really sad news. And, I know we've had some run-ins with Sir Alex over the years, haven't we, with Arsenal, Man United? But yeah, really, really obviously sad news. And we send our condolences out to obviously all the family and friends and everything like that. And yeah, it is a real shame. Abby's in the chat there. She says there, so sad. I couldn't be there to support our girls. Life works in mysterious ways, making us proud so far. Yeah, I must admit, I was originally, if this game had been on a Sunday, I would have gone, or Saturday, we would have gone. We'd already planned it, and then they moved it to Friday night. It wasn't possible. So, unfortunately, sometimes TV does get in the way. I'm a bit annoyed, actually, because there's not many away games that are reasonably, I mean, not that Manchester's that close to me, it's 3 hours away, but it's one of the nearest ones. I was a bit gutted because we're looking forward to going, and then they moved it to the Friday. But anyway, there you go. That's life, isn't it? What can you do? What can you do? Abby says, they make me so proud all the time. Yeah, they make us all proud all the time. And even though we were frustrated on Sunday, we soon got over it. And hopefully we've got a big 45 minutes coming, haven't we? Robert says, guys, when I was young, I used to swap car parts. Now it's anyone got a spare limb. Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. I know the feeling. Anyway, we're back to get this second half off and underway here at the Leigh Sports Village. Arsenal in this nice Stella McCartney funky kit. We are going to be attacking the goal to our right, which is the end with the big sort of open terrace, which is full, packed actually, in the second half. And it's going to be Man United's kickoff, sorry. They're going to be attacking the goal to our left at the Leigh Sports Village in, I don't know, does Leigh come under Greater Manchester, or is it Lancashire? Anyway, it's near Manchester, so it probably is Greater Manchester. Anyway, we are off and underway. Man United in possession straight away up this near side. Leah Galton, it is a good tackle there from Noel Moritz. They try to target that side a little bit, haven't they? Terry says, well said, Abby, as they do all of us. Exactly, yeah. Greg says, I don't think Stina hasn't got much power on her shots. No, but I think what she does is she places them in the corners, doesn't she? She doesn't have to hit them hard. She's that sort of striker where she just passes them into the net, doesn't she? I kind of quite like that, really. She's got a lot of composure in front of goal, usually. And I think she's a very good finisher. But yeah, she doesn't maybe hit them with a lot of power, no, but sometimes you don't need to, do you? Oh, Sabrina there got a back pass under a bit of pressure, and she managed to deal with that one. So that should help her confidence a bit with the ball at her feet following that terrible mistake that she made in the first half. Robert says, I hope there is a memorial of Maria Petri. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with that, actually. There should be, I think there should be something at Meadow Park, personally, a memorial there. Maybe one at the Emirates as well, because obviously she was a lot at the Emirates as well, wasn't she? So it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Terry says, come on you, Gooner girls. Zoe says, yep, Northampton, born and bred, but Arsenal since I was 8, 1969. Wow. Oh, you enjoyed the show, didn't you, with Eddie McGoldrick? No, was it with Eddie McGoldrick? He used to play for Northampton, didn't he? Your local team. Robert says, power shots more over the ball. Well, they can be, as Russo showed it just at the end of that first half. She had a powerful shot, didn't she? And it ended up in the crowd. Sometimes it's about a little bit of composure, and Stina's got that in front of goal, hasn't she? Which is good. Anyway, Garcia's trying to make ground over on that far side, but the ball's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We've played, nearly 2 minutes of the second half. No real pattern yet to the game since half-time. I think both teams are going to try and feel their way into it again, following quite a high-intensity first half. It was a lot went on in that first half, didn't it? So we'll see the second half plays out. Arsenal looking to try to regain the lead that we got so brilliantly very early on in the game. 14 minutes it was. Anyway, is it a throw to Manchester United? They're showing Rachel Williams on the bench for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, it's a throw to Manchester United actually over on that far side, which they've now taken. And they're trying to come forward again with Gase. But that's a good tackle again from Jen Beattie. She's been really, really solid tonight, Jen. I know Terry is a big fan of Jen Beattie, as we all are, but I think Terry is probably our biggest fan. So there you go. But Janas Eidsvall, I became an Arsenal fan in the 1970s after I heard about football. Yeah, I did as well. My sort of mid to late 70s when I first started becoming an Arsenal fan when I was young, growing up. And that's, there's a few family connections and whatnot as a part of the reason as well. But yeah, sort of 77-ish, 78 for me. There you go. Robert says, right, girls, we need to run into space away from defenders and start attacking to force penalties or scoring, carving them up. Let's hope we do a bit more in the second half. But Man United are coming forward at the moment. Ella Toon plays it into the box, and who's there? Jen Beattie, of course. Who else would it be? And she's cleared it away. WSL Comment says, you're not listening. It's a commentary, right? Because a lot of people are saying Russo is being booed. Oh, okay. I don't have the sound on, really, because obviously I won't hear it, really, anyway. It'll just annoy me. I've not heard any booing. I heard some ironic cheering when she hit that shot over the bar. Zoe says, yes, he was my favourite player in that fantastic season, 85, 86. Eddie McGoldrick, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what you're referring to. Sorry, yeah. Daniel says it used to live in Forest Gate, where West Ham played. Yeah, of course, Forest Gate's big West Ham area, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Terry says, Zoe, another young Arsenal pup in the stream. Yeah, there's a lot of young ones. Actually, Man United have a shot here across the goal. Oh, it was Gase again, and any touch from Leah Gordon at the far post would have put Man United ahead. Break over on that far side. This time, Man United trying to attack that way. It's a good ball actually through. Cadena was caught out again. She's been a little bit shaky for me tonight, Leah Cadena, actually. I've got to be honest. We've got Ali Nuri says there, I am Arsenal fan from Kenya. Oh, fantastic. Arsenal girls to win. Yeah, let's hope Arsenal girls do win. Good to see you from Kenya. Hope you all. Don't forget to give us a like, because that helps us to score goals, of course. And subscribe to the channel as well, because we always cover the women on this channel, as you know. Robert says, my first expression of Spurs was a filthy napper. Exactly, yeah. What else? Exactly. We're all the same, mate. We're all the same. Anyway, Arsenal just kicked the ball out of play there. That was Amanda. We've looked a little bit shaky at the back at times. I mean, to be fair to Leah Cadena, it is her first game. We don't know how much training that she's done, so it's difficult to say. She just looked a little bit shaky at times. She's been good with the ball, but maybe when she's put under pressure defensively, she's not always looked the most solid. But I say it is her first game, so we will make allowances for the time being. I'm sure we know she's a great player. Anyway, may not trying to come forward again, but that's good play over on that far side. And a long ball forward, actually looking to get Russo in this time, but Actually, no, Stina again, sorry, but goalkeeper Mary Earps is out to put out for a throw. Stina's a threat, isn't she? We're running in behind. That's what her strength is. And we need to utilise that a little bit more. But it is a throw to Arsenal in line with the penalty. Oh, that's just run out of play there. Just ran away there from Stina that time. And I have to say the kit looks good, doesn't it? This new kit. I have to say it looks good on the players. I've seen it on a few of the fans as well. Obviously, Andreas had it on the show the other night. It's a great kit. Zoe said they wore red, and my first footy mag had Arsenal centre spread. So well, there you go. You made the right choice, Zoe, didn't you? Quite honestly, as we all have. We all made a good choice, didn't we, to be Arsenal fans? Whether it was our own personal choice or whether it was thrust upon us, it was a great choice. I'm sure none of us have ever. I've certainly never regretted it for a moment. Anyway, I also won the ball back high up the pitch. Man United defended that well, and now Man United have won the ball back. There's a little bit of space over on that far side. It is Garcia again. That was much better defending from Cadena that time there. She took the ball off her compatriot, and now Gase has gone down with a bit of an injury for Manchester United, and Catley as well, actually. I don't know whether did they run into each other there. They both seem to have got winded in very close proximity to each other, so I'm guessing they must have had some sort of collision off the ball. Terry says, born in Woolwich, until North London, nicked the greatest South London team ever. Well, we kind of went to North London. It was the best place to go, really, wasn't it? Oh, they did run into each other there. Oh, that was nasty, actually. It was an accident, but they had quite a nasty collision there, Steph Catley and Gase there. And Steph came off a bit worse, to be fair, but she's back on her feet again. She's going to be fine. Rajendra says, I was born in Kenya, came to the UK, and was in Forest Gate around the corner of months. But yeah, no, I know Forest Gate pretty well. I used to live in Romford, just up the line, isn't it, to Forest Gate on the train. So I used to go through Forest Gate quite a lot on the way to watch Arsenal, getting a train from Romford. So yeah, know the area really well. Used to go out in Seven Kings as well. Used to be a nightclub there. I think it was called Kings, actually. We used to go there quite a lot back in the day, in the 1980s, in my nightclubbing days. Great memories of that. Abby says there, thanks for this, it's better than the FA player commentary. I think it's the second one that said that. Obviously, I don't watch the commentary when it's on, so I don't know what the FA player commentary is like because I don't really watch it. I do the watchalongs myself, but yeah, it's nice to hear that. Thank you very much. A ball play through for Manchester United, and it's going to be an opportunity now. Again, Sabrina was a little bit unsure to come out there, but this time Leah Gorton couldn't get a finish. It was far too wide, and Arsenal managed to scramble the ball away. We had looked a bit shaky at the back at times. Especially in this second half, it has to be said. Zoe says, it was never thrust on me. It was my own choice. Grandpa was a big Cobblers fan. Oh, is he? Well, you see, you made a good choice, didn't you, Zoe? You see, sometimes it's better when you pick your own team, isn't it? And that's the best way, isn't it? I mean, mine wasn't really thrust on me. My mum used to live near Highbury, so when she moved to England, so maybe that was a big influence on me. I don't know. But I like to think I maybe made the choice myself. I wasn't forced to be an Arsenal fan. None of my family are really football fans anyway. So anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. This is better. Russo on this near side. Puts a cross into the near post. Cleared away, though. Good defending that was that time from Maya Letitia it was. But Arsenal pick up the ball again. This is the best spell we've had in this second half. We played 9 minutes. And also coming forward again, Leigh Cadena lays it in to Stina. There's a chance here. Victoria Palova inside the box. Oh, why didn't she shoot? She took a little bit too long there. Maya Letitia come across. So one thing sometimes with Vicky Palova, she's a great player, but she doesn't want to shoot enough. She seems to be unsure. Lovely layoff there from Stina. She got into the box. Shoot there, but she overran the ball. And Maya Letitia came across. Opportunity, though, for Arsenal there to go in front. Again, Stina was at the heart. But shoot there. Oh, she took that extra touch, which she didn't need to. And the chance went, but a good opportunity that was for us. But it's a corner, first corner of the second half on this near side. It's going to be Steph Catley with it. We know how dangerous Amanda Illistat can be from set pieces in the World Cup. She scored 4 goals, didn't she? She's being pushed and pulled around inside the penalty area there. But we know how dangerous she is. The corner comes into the near post. It's headed out, though, by a Manchester United defender. And they managed to scramble that ball away. We want to get a few more corners, don't we? Because we know how dangerous we can be. We've got the ball to get over on that far side. That's a good cross into the box, but Mary Earps is there. Amanda Illis, that was still up there, actually, trying to get on the end of that. But good goalkeeping there from Mary Earps, as you would expect. Rajendra says, I play at the Cobblers Walking Football as well as Orient and West Ham. Oh, wow, fantastic. Walking football is good, isn't it? I must admit. I did a video about it a few years ago when it was first really sort of started to take off. I've never played it myself, but that's because I still sort of play running football, if you like. Played in the morning, actually. Anyway, Man United coming forward now. Garcia over on that far side. And Cadena defends again okay that time. And it's going to be a corner, though, to Manchester United. Terry says, come on, 7 more likes for 2-1 Russo goal. I don't know what likes, but I can't see. But yeah, if we need 7 more, let's get 7 more. David says they're very disappointed in what Kevin Keegan said about women's football. I love it from a Newcastle fan. I mean, it wasn't really about women's football he was commenting on, was it? It was more about women commenting on men's football. And he's an absolute Newcastle legend, isn't he? And he was a great player, and he's entitled to his opinion about that. And a lot of people agree with him. It wasn't about women's football, was it? Women's football is fantastic, and there's no question about that. No one can doubt that anymore, how great women's football is. And it wasn't about women's football, was it? Anyway, Stina now on this near side, looking to get in behind that Manchester United defence again. She's held the ball up well, finds Noel Moritz. Let's say Russo now turns away really well. Russo's going to try a shot. She's just on the edge of the box. She's tripped by Katie Zeller. Also got a free kick right on the edge of the box. Fabian says who scored for United? It was Leah Galton there, as Abby said. It was Leah Galton, yeah. It definitely was. But Arsenal got a great chance now, freaking on the edge of the box. Russo there having a run at the Manchester United defence. Really good play there. She got past Katie Zeller and then she's fouled. I mean, that's almost a yellow card. And in fact, it is a yellow card. Katie Zeller looks a little bit confused, but come on, it was clearly a yellow card, Katie. Let's not beat around the bush there. If you call Katie, you tend to get more yellow cards than if you called anything else, don't you? That just tends to be the way it is. Anyway, Kim Little's been called across. Is she coming off? We're making 2 subs. Another Katie's coming on. Katie McCabe. Leah Cadena is going off. I'll say maybe her first game we'll let her off that she looked a little bit shaky at times. Katie McCabe's coming on. We're probably going to go 4 at the back now, aren't we? You would imagine. Frida Marnham is coming on as well. Stina's going off. Wow, Stina had a great game though. Stina, brilliant tonight. Brilliant goal. And Caitlin Ford's coming on. Not a bad sub though, is she? Caitlin Ford, let's be honest. And it's going to be Frida Marnham to come on as well for Vicky Palova. Vicky Palova did well as well. So a slight change of shape. We're going back to maybe what we were more looking at before, what we were more used to maybe. But we got this free kick here on the edge of the box. This is a big opportunity for Arsenal. And Caitlin Ford and Frida Marnham have gone straight over this. But I think, Steph Catley. I think Steph Catley's going to curl this over that wall into that top corner. She's done it before. She can do it again. Steph Catley could give Arsenal the lead. Steph Catley with a free kick. It's gone too high. It was quite close to the penalty. It's difficult to get it up and down, isn't it, in that space? But she tried it and it couldn't come down enough, and it's gone into the crowd behind that goal that Mary Earps is defending. Abby says, well done. Yes, Stina. Yeah, Stina was brilliant tonight. Nicole says, McCabe sure to make an impact. Well, she'll make an impact, all right. She'll probably get a yellow card. Anyway, Russo now is playing more as a centre forward, but she's gone over this near side actually for Arsenal, trying to make some ground up. Keeps the ball well. She's had a good few minutes actually, Russo, after being fairly quiet up until then. Katie McCabe just got involved for the first time. Sorry, that was Noel Moritz, wasn't it? Anyway, the ball's played in to Frida Marnham, who's not able to keep hold of it at all. WSL Comp says McCarthy's on. Yeah, well, she's going to get one, isn't she? She's Katie McCabe. Of course, she'll get a yellow card. Anyway, Frida Marnham now tried to play the ball through to Russo. It wasn't a great ball. So Russo's now gone through more as a centre forward, replacing Stina in that role. Caitlin Ford's come on that left-hand side. And I'm not sure who's on the right, actually, at this moment in time. Maybe, let's see, Frida's more in the number 10 position. Kim Little's gone more central as well. So we've definitely changed our shape a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Katie McCabe there straight away concedes a foul. She's only been on the pitch for a minute, and her first action of the game is to commit a foul. No doubt she's going to get a booking as well. Referee Kirsty Dowd is calling her over. And I got a feeling she might well get a yellow card for her first involvement. It was a foul there on Hannah Blundell. We said she'd make an impression, didn't we? She certainly has. Not quite the impression she would have wanted. And she has got a yellow card. There you go. Didn't take long, did it? It took literally 20 seconds. And Katie McCabe has got a yellow card. So there we go. Is there any surprise about that? No, there isn't. It maybe wasn't as bad as it looked, actually. Robert says there, Katie, her usual self. Abby says there, a yellow card already. Yeah, well, there you go. She hasn't touched the ball yet. She's got a yellow card. So Katie McCabe, welcome to the game. Sometimes she's her own worst enemy, isn't she? But we love her for it, don't we? Let's be honest. Nicole says there, classic Katie indeed. Said he's got Katie. Yeah, I mean, well, we said, didn't we? She was going to make an impression on this game, and she's certainly done that. But Manchester United now looking to come forward. It was a good spell that from Arsenal, though, wasn't it? We've had a good 5 minutes there. We played 61 minutes, so we've got just under half an hour to play. Robert says, Katie just letting them know she's on the pitch. Well, yeah, she certainly let them know she's on the pitch. She's let the referee know she's on the pitch as well. And the referee's now put her name in the notebook as well. But Janas has, thrown his cards on the table, hasn't he? He's made these changes now and looking to try to turn what is currently 1 point into 3, which would be so important, wouldn't it? Gunnar Dan says, like and sub for the win. Exactly, yeah, that's what we need to do. The more likes we get and the more new subscribers we get, we're guaranteed to win the game. It's been proven. It's been proven over the last couple of years. That's what happens. So, you're responsible for the results. Abby says, I don't know how someone could dislike Kate. Well, no, she's impossible to dislike, isn't she? As long as she stays on the pitch and not gets herself sent off. Rajendra says the refs target her for the yellow. Well, they do, but she didn't really help herself, did she? With the foul that she made straight away. Caitlin Falls also picked up a yellow card. So 2 of the substitutions just come on have now just been booked, which is a little bit kind of dicey now because they've got to run that tightrope of the second yellow, haven't they? So let's hope that doesn't happen. In fact, Jonas has got a yellow card as well. So Arsenal have just been given 3 yellow cards in the space of 2 minutes since the substitutions. But at least it means that everyone's up for this game now, and we're desperate to try and turn this 1 point into 3. And we've got over 25 minutes to do so. Wouldn't it be great if Russo scores the winner? That would be incredible, wouldn't it? What a night that would be. But there's still time for lots to happen in this game. Man United trying to come forward now, but that's a ball over on that far side. Jem Beattie's across. And lovely little defending again. Katie McCabe now goes long, but only picked up there by Maya Letitia. And Man United now just knocking the ball around in midfield without really threatening us too much. And now they're going to go back all the way to Mary Earps. WSL Comp says there. Meanwhile, Skinner is waiting for the last 2 minutes to bring on Rachel Williams. Yeah, probably will do, yeah. He hasn't made any changes yet, has he? It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Now Arsenal have made their changes. Virginia says Blundell just fell down and yellow card for Arsenal player. Well, I think it was a foul. Let's be honest, it was a foul. And the way that the way Katie went across and did it, you could see a yellow card coming, couldn't you, really? But anyway, that's Katie McCabe for you. And that's one of the reasons why we do love her. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward now. Russo over on that far side this time. She's had a real big impact in the last 10 minutes. Has a good ball into the box as well too. Caitlin Ford keeps possession well. Caitlin finds Steph Catley over on there. No, it's not Steph Catley, is it? Anyway, Katie McCabe now in possession. Katie McCabe again inside the box. Katie McCabe goes past 2 players. Can she put the cross out? She can. Across the 6-yard box. No one could get a touch on it. We keep the ball in play there. We're still coming forward. The cross comes in towards the far post, headed behind. It's a corner to Arsenal. That was almost the goal there that we were waiting for. Brilliant play. It was Frida Mano, I think it was, who was getting on the end of it. Brilliant play from Katie McCabe. Got the ball across the box. It wasn't actually. It was. Actually, I'm not sure it was coming at the far post. But anyway, it's gone behind it. It's a corner to Arsenal. That was great play, though. It really was. And Arsenal now got a corner, which I think Frida Marnham is going to take. Amanda Illistat's in front of the goalkeeper where she likes to be. The cross comes in, headed away there by Manchester United. We haven't actually got on the end of one of these corners yet, have we? We haven't had too many, to be honest. But anyway, played over on that far side now. Kim Little puts a cross in towards the penalty. A header comes in. Has it gone in? It's a save. Almost a goal there from Amanda Illistat. Or was it actually Russo? with the header. Thought that was the goal then. Almost it was. It was a cross there from Kim Little over on that far side. Was it Russo's header? It was Russo's header. Got a little bit of a deflection and Mary Earps had to scramble across her goal to keep that out. Oh, that was so close there to Arsenal taking the lead. That's the moment Russo would have been waiting for. Didn't quite come off, did it, though, there? Good save it was, though, for Mary Earps. And it is still Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1, 66 minutes play. So we're coming out halfway through this second half. Sorry that went out of play there before Gabby George played that forward, but it's going to run through to goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo, who luckily has recovered, hasn't she, from that that terrible mistake in the first half. Let's hope Arsenal can win this game because she won't want that on her conscience, will she, that she's cost us 2 points. So let's hope we do get the goal anyway. We're coming forward now. Kate McCabe over the top. Russo's in. She's got Frida Marnham inside the penalty area. Can she get the ball across? Russo's shot saved again. And now Arsenal players there to follow up. That's twice now Mary Earps has saved from her England teammate Alessia Russo. But Russo's got better and better as this game's gone on. And now she's playing more of the striking role since Stina's gone off. She's had a lot more impact in this game. She got in behind there, got into the penalty area, tried to shoot across the goal. Good save with her legs there for Mary Earps. She's good at that, isn't she? But maybe she couldn't quite find that corner, Russo, or Arsenal would have been in front. We're coming forward again now. Frida Marnham on the edge of the box. Tries to thread the ball through, looking for Caitlin Ford. Not a good ball, though. It's cleared away by Manchester. This is good, though. WSL Comp says there, thoughts on Cooney Cross. Will she become a starter in this team, or is it too early? I think she will become a starter. I think she's a very good player. Let's see. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. In fact, they were coming forward. We've gone back to Jem Beattie, but we are still in possession. Ball up that far side, played up that line. Caitlin Ford's going to chase this. She'll keep it in as well. Caitlin Ford, the Australian. Oh, she's done really well. Gets past two players. Caitlin Ford puts a cross in. Oh, headed away, though, by Manchester United. Arsenal really getting a head of steam up now. Surely that's a foul on Amanda Illestad there, but the referee says no. And now Manchester United can try to break away, but not for long. Good defending from Kim Little. And Arsenal now really, really turning the screw. We've got 22 minutes to play. But Janda says we only have 34 likes, need a few more. Yeah, we need to get up to 50, man. Come on, if you haven't liked it yet, give us a like and Arsenal will score. Absolutely guarantee. We've got a call now. This might be the moment. Get them likes in now. Terry says we ain't scoring unless them likes start going. Exactly, yeah. Do it now when we've got a corner. Hit that like button now. We'll score from this corner. And it'll be happy days, and you can celebrate with the players because you'll be responsible as much as the players are. Anyway, we've got this corner over on the far side. Russo's in there, of course. Amanda Illestad's in there, of course. Katie McCabe is in there. Jem Beattie's in there. We've got some threat here, haven't we? This is going to be the goal, but hit that like button first. Frida Marnham it is with this corner. It needs to be a good delivery. If it is a good delivery, we've got a good opportunity. It's into the near post. Oh, it's headed out again by Maya Letitia. Comes to Katie McCabe on this near side. Katie McCabe does well. Plays the ball back in to Leah Walty, looking to try to get past Garcia. She's done well, Leah Walty. That's a good ball into the box. Caitlin Ford inside the penalty edge of the box finds Kim Little. Thought she was going to try a shot, plays it out to the far side. The shot does come in. I think it was Steph Catley, was it? It's deflected, though, by Gase, who's managed to keep that in. And now Steph Catley's got to run back. And Manchester United looking dangerous on the counter-attack. A cross comes in, looking for Ella Toon. Good defensive header there, actually, from Katie McCabe. Worked so hard to get back. Ella Toon with the ball, plays it back to... who was that played back to? Oh, to Gabby George, sorry. Now it's with Manchester United again. Hayley Ladd finds Maya Letitia. That was a good spell from Arsenal there, really building up this head of steam as we head towards the last 20 minutes. Are we going to get an Arsenal winner? Such an important goal that would be, wouldn't it? Whoever wins this game, it's going to be a massive goal now, isn't it? And you do feel as though there's probably only one more goal in this game. It's been quite a tight second half, hasn't it? Not a lot. Well, it's been a tight game, really. Not a lot to choose between the sides. Man United are favourites. They favourites to get a late goal, aren't they? They do it quite a lot. So we need to be careful. But can it be Arsenal to get the winner this time? 20 minutes left. Here at the Leigh Sports Village, it is Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. Both goals, of course, coming in that first half, but Arsenal had a good spell in this second period. Now looking to try to get ourselves in front. We've played well since the substitutions, actually. And there's a foul there on Alessia Russo from our old friend Millie Turner. It is going to be a free kick to Arsneal. And Man United are now making the substitution, and it is Rachel Williams. She's getting 20 minutes, not 2 minutes. She is getting 20 minutes, and it is going to be Gase who's come off wearing the number 23 shirt, vacated from Alessia Russo. She looks a bit frustrated, the Brazilian, to be coming off. She's worked hard for Manchester United. She's looked quite dangerous at times, but her race is run, and it is Rachel Williams coming on for Manchester United. Terry says, come on, 3 more likes and Russo breaks Man U hearts. Yeah, maybe. We might need more than 3, but 3 will be a good start. There's a good chance that she'll score if we get another 3 likes. You know, Man United trying to come forward. Arsenal, coming forward over on that far side, but the ball's put out for a throw. Katie McCabe takes it quickly. Frida Marnham again struggling to get the ball under control. She's not in great form at the minute, is she? And Man United have picked up possession again. It's with Millie Turner, plays it out to Maya Letitia. Robert says we have them pinned in. Yeah, we do have them pinned in, but when they do break out, they do look dangerous, don't they? We just need to find that goal. We've had 1 or 2 moments, and Mary Earps has made 2 really good saves. I think we've been the better team in the second half. We probably do deserve to be in front, but you don't get what you deserve always, do you? Have to put the ball in the net, and we haven't managed to do so yet in this second half. But there's still time, and let's hope that there's enough time for us to get that important goal. The ball's now back with Mary Earps, and she kicks it out to that far side. Kept in, actually, by Hannah Blundell. Letitia now pops it into midfield. And, you know, try to break through the lines of Arsenal. Oh, Katie McCabe then slid in a little bit, but Arsenal have won the ball. Can come forward now. Ball's now back with Kim Little. Now it's with Jem Beattie. You're sensing Arsenal getting control of this game. Amanda Illerstedt plays it in to Kim Little, gets it back again. Does the Swedish defender, putting a bit of pressure there. She wasn't maybe expecting that, and she was in fact fouled there by Rachel Williams, and Arsenal got a free kick which Nalbridge wanted to take quickly, but she couldn't, and in the end she's had to go back to Jem Beattie. Now it's with Steph Catley. Arsenal coming forward now. Russo dropped deep, tried to thread the ball forward. She's managed to do so now at this near side, but it's going to run out of play, and it's going to go behind for a goal kick to Manchester United. We are in the 74th minute now here at the Leigh Sports Village. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. And it's getting to that crucial time now, isn't it, where I say you do feel that 1 goal is going to be enough for either team now to win the game. Let's hope it's Arsenal that can find it. And we have had all of the opportunities in the second half. Sabrina hasn't had a save to make. It's been all Arsenal, but Man United coming forward now. Hannah Blundell over on that far side, but Jem Beattie is going to tidy that up. And she goes all the way back to Sabrina. Now got the ball at her feet. And she finds Amanda Illerstedt. Brings the ball forward now this near side to Noel Moritz. Plays it up the line. Looking for the run of Frida Marnham, but it's tidied up there by Gabby George. And now it's back with the goalkeeper, Mary Earps, the Lioness's number 1. Very popular goalkeeper, but not tonight for us. We want her to let another goal in, don't we? We do want her to let another goal in. Terry says, time for Super Jen to play centre forward. No, not quite yet. Maybe in the last 5 minutes. We had this conversation the other night on the show, didn't we? When Andreas was saying, you know, you take your 2 centre forwards off like we did on Sunday, and then we play a defender up front for the last 5 minutes. Just keep your defenders on, keep your strikers on. Abby Gibson there singing the Super Jem Beattie song, indeed. Maybe she will get the win. Anyway, there's going to be 2 more substitutions now for Manchester United. Ella Toon's coming off. Not a great game from her. She didn't really have a lot of impact, did she? We are going to be seeing Melvin Mallard coming on for Manchester United, and also as well Himata Miyazawa is coming on, the Japanese midfield player as well for Manchester United. So they are going to try and win this game. But look at it. Garcia's the other player going off for Mallard. We know how dangerous she is, of course, the French forward. Very, very good player she is. Man United now have got a threat on. Sabrina's now gone down with an ankle injury, which isn't looking good, is it? She's now getting some treatment. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. So Man United have made their changes, and while this injury is being treated, the Arsenal players have come over to that far side to have a word with Jonas. Zinni is warming up. Manuel Zinsberger. Will she be needed if the injury to Sabrina, it looks like an ankle injury or a foot injury, it seems to be the issue. Will she be able to continue? Or will we see Manny Zinsberger after all in this game? But anyway, the two coaches are using this break in play to have a word with their players, a few coaching words here. Sabrina's back on her feet again, Sabrina D'Angelo, and hopefully she's going to be okay. I'm sure she's going to be okay. She looks as though she is, which is the main thing. And Manu Zinsberger might well be going back to sit down on the bench again. Sabrina just gets herself a little drink. She looks to be moving okay. I'm sure she's going to be okay to continue. The Canadian Arsenal goalkeeper. I'm not sure when the ball went out of play, so I can't remember what it is now, whether it's a throw, a goal kick, a free kick. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, we're about to find out. The game is about to restart. It's going to lead to a little bit more stoppage time, isn't it? Ella Toon is just getting a drink there and then come off. Not a great game for me. It's a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Noel Moritz it is that he's going to take it. As a very solid game at right back. That's headed out though by Gabby George. Gabby George again with the second header. But it only finds Kim Little now. Arsenal going to come forward. Oh, it's played through. It's a one-on-one for Frida Marnham. Oh, no confidence there. She played it square to Russo. Russo's gone far too wide. Cuts inside the box. The chance is still on. Russo shots at the post. Oh, couldn't quite get it in. The rebound still in the box. Oh, it looked as though the chance had gone when Frida there had a chance to go through on her own and score. She may well have been offside, actually, but it wasn't given as offside. A confident Frida would have probably tried to score. It wasn't a great ball, actually, to Russo, but she did so well inside the box. Cut in field, hit the shot, beat Mary Ertz, but hit the inside of the post. She scored in that net a few times. She knows where it is. It just curled away at the last minute. Just as it looked like it was going in, it just spun away and hit that post and came out again. So close for Arsenal. We've been unlucky in this second half, you have to say. We've had 3 or 4 good chances to score. Let's hope they don't come back to haunt us as they did at the weekend. But this has been a much better performance all round anyway. But we've got another corner now. So that means Amanda's in there. Alessia Russo's in there. Jem Beattie's in there. Of course she is. Is it going to be Jem Beattie's time to get another goal? She tends to pop up with important goals. It's going to be Steph Catley with his corner. Her delivery is normally good. Amanda Illistat's in there. Can we get this goal? 11 minutes to play. Steph Catley's corner into the near post. It's headed out again by Manchester United. They've defended them pretty well, you have to say. Kim Little now, though, does really well. Finds Frida Marnham. Can she line up across? Oh, dear, that's a terrible ball. Frida is in terrible form at the minute. And that summed up her performances, really. That cross there, really poor. Miscued over the crossbar. It's gone behind. But that was brilliant from Alessia Russo there. What a way that would have been to have scored against your old club. It would have been a great goal. Beat Mary Earps all day long, but didn't quite have enough curl on it to go into that corner. Anyway, Arsenal have won the ball. Sorry, Man United have won the ball back again, and they're trying to come forward themselves. With Mallard lays it off, and now it is with Gabby George on this near side for Manchester United. 10 minutes to play plus stoppage time. To get into that nervy time now, isn't it? Obviously, a mistake at the back could cost you the victory, or could cost you a point even. Whereas you want to get the ball up the other end and try to nick all 3. But it is a very tense game now. Ball's headed forward there. Mallard was almost in. Oh, it's a disaster at the back. Mallard has scored a mistake there between Amanda Illistat and the goalkeeper, Sabrina. She hasn't exactly covered herself in glory tonight, the Arsenal goalkeeper. And was it Mallard got the touch? It may even have been an own goal. I'm not sure. Man United are celebrating. They've gone 2-1 up. And Arsenal now are 10 minutes away from losing for the second time in a row. That was an absolute disaster goal there. Wasn't a great clearance in the first place. When the ball was headed forward, Amanda's got to deal with that. And she allows Mallard to just get a foot in. Not great goalkeeping either, you have to say. Sabrina didn't come out and dominate that. Amanda was waiting for the goalie to come and she didn't. And Mallard's nipped in. Another terrible goal. You can see Amanda there is telling the goalkeeper to come and get it. She's holding the forward off. And Sabrina stays on her line. And Mallard manages to nick it in. That was an absolute disaster. 2 terrible goals to concede, you have to say. Awful, awful goals. We played really well, actually, in this game. But we can't keep making silly mistakes like that. Terry says, come on, 5-2 is now on. Well, we've only got 8 minutes, 9 minutes to get 4 goals to bring that score about. Abby says, come on, girls. Yeah, we need something now. Lots of Ruben Moyes just come on. Jem Beattie's gone off. I don't know if it's an injury or whether we're just going to slightly change things at the back, but Virginia says own goal. And that wasn't an own goal. It was Mallard got the touch. He just nipped in front and just poked it in. I thought that was more the goalkeeper's fault, if I'm honest. She didn't come out. You know, Amanda was trying to hold her off, the striker, and she needed the goalkeeper to come out and claim that, and she didn't. And then, yes, Amanda could have dealt with it. Let's be honest. She could have maybe dealt with it and booted it out of the stand. That's what you should maybe do, but she was expecting the goalie to come. It's a little miscommunication between the two of them. They're both maybe at fault, but Sabrina hasn't really covered herself in glory in this game. Now Arsenal trying to come forward, they'll free the Marnham up this near side. Gabby George puts it out. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. And Arsenal now, despite playing really well, David says, how is Sabrina a first goalkeeper for Arsenal? Well, she's normally second, isn't she? But she's first tonight. And, yeah, 2 poor pieces of goalkeeping from her, you have to say, as cost us in this game. But there's still time. There is still 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Can Arsenal at least salvage something from this game? One thing about this team you would say is we will keep going to the final, till the final whistle. Whatever's happening, we will keep going. Let's hope there's time, but really 2 really dreadful goals to concede. You cannot concede goals like that at this level and expect to get away with it. Have we got something in us now to come back? We need something here. We cannot afford to lose this game. It's almost tempted to say the league title's over already. I know it seems strange after 2 games, but you have to say Chelsea don't drop many points. And we will have to pretty much be faultless for the rest of the season after this. And if we keep making these stupid mistakes that we're making, that isn't going to happen. Anyway, we've got a free kick over on this far side. If you remember the game at the Emirates, we were 2-1 down in the last 10 minutes and we're 2-1 up, so we managed to lose. Can we reverse it on Manchester United now, late on in this game? The ball comes into the penalty area. Again, Russo's there. Oh, it's not great defending, and Frida Marner was almost... It's another corner to Arsenal. We have been the much better team in the second half, you have to say, but we're on the brink of losing again. Robert says there he knows he cannot trust his keeper now. Shocking mistakes. Yeah, 2 howlers from the keeper. Anyway, Frida Marner's going to take this corner. Can we get an equaliser? There'll still be time to win it. The corner comes in, she has a 6-yard box. Again, it's headed out by Manchester United. The shot comes in, the end of the box, headed out again. It was Kim Little with a second effort. Katie McCabe gets it wide again to Frida Marnham. Katie McCabe's gone on the outside. Instead, Frida comes in. It's a good cross again from Frida Marnham. Flicked on by a Manchester United defender. Amanda puts it back into the box. And is it going to be another corner? No, the ball stays in. And it is going to be... And Amanda's gone down with an injury there. It was Rachel Williams there with the challenge on Amanda, who's gone down injured. Not quite sure what the decision is. At the end of that, it looks like it may be a throw to Arsenal. Noel Moritz takes it. Plays the ball back to Lotta Wouber-Moy. Now it's with Amanda. She's okay. Plays the ball cross square to Steph Catley, but that ball's overhit and it's going to run behind for a goal kick. That's not what Arsenal need. We're into the last 5 minutes now. There will be some stoppage time. And Janas has got some more tactical information to give out to the players. We're making another substitution, actually. It's going to be Chloe Lacasse coming on for Arsenal. Noel Moritz is coming off, so we're going for it. We've got another attacking player on, And Katie McCabe's got some notes there to hand to Leah Vulty. And we'll see what the changes is going to be. But Chloe Lacasse is on, the Canadian. Is she going to be the saviour for Arsenal in these closing stages? Numberitz has gone off. She had a good game, Numberitz, actually. Again, I would say I thought she played pretty solid there. But at the moment, it's not going to be enough for Arsenal. We are heading towards a second defeat in 2 games at the start of the season and what would be a 4th WSL defeat in a row. Unprecedented, really. When was the last time Arsenal lost 4 WSL games in a row? I can't remember. We may have never have done it before. Not too sure, but it certainly won't have been very often, will it? Anyway, we've still got time to save this one. We're coming forward now. Frida Marnham having a run. She's got Chloe Lacasse outside. Is she going to go herself? Is she Frida Marnham? Why did she try a shot? You've got player over. Chloe Lacasse was in acres of space. Give her the ball. I mean, Frida Marnham is not playing well at the moment at all. She wasn't going to bang one in the top corner. She did it a few times last season, but the form she's in at the minute, she was never ever going to do that there. Just a waste. Chloe Lacasse has made a great run. She was in space. Surely she had to get the ball. Anyway, Man United now pick the ball up on its near side, Leah Goulson, but good tackle there from Chloe Lacasse. Katie McCabe now in possession for Arsenal, plays it forward to Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford's done really well. She tries to put it through to Frida's in. Oh, Frida scored. Oh, she offside. Is it offside? Oh, the flag's up. I thought Frida had redeemed herself for that mistake just a moment ago. Oh, it looked like it was going to be 2-2. Janas is shaking his head. Let's have a look at the replay here. Where's VAR when you need it? Brilliant play from Caitlin Ford. Oh, she was offside. She went just a little bit too early. It was a good finish, actually, from Frida Marnham, but she was offside. Such a shame. Looked like a late equaliser for Arsenal. And with 2 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time, there would have been enough time to have won it as well. But now we're going to have to try to salvage a draw, which wouldn't be the end of the world. And now Man United coming forward again. This would seal it, you have to say. Hannah Blundell plays it across. They haven't got it clear. Sabrina does well that time at the feet of Mallard, whose goal so far separating the teams. Rajendra says, totally new defence. Comms are something requires playing together in number of games. Well, it does, yeah, but the goalkeeper's got to be better there. The goalkeeper's got to tell Amanda what to do. If she doesn't want it, tell her to get rid of it. And she obviously didn't do either, and Amanda didn't know what to do. She was expecting the keeper to come. So it is bad communication, but that's basics for a goalkeeper. You tell your defender what to do. You either tell the keeper, you either tell your defender you're having the ball, or you tell them to get rid of it. And clearly there was no communication at all. That's not because that's not because they've not played together. That's a bad mistake by the goalkeeper, not communicating with her defence. And that's just down to the goalkeeper alone. So I'm not saying that definitely wasn't the reason there. Cross comes in from Russo, but it's straight into the arms of Mary Earps at the near post. And we're into the last minute of the 90. There's going to be a good chunk of stoppage time, you feel. 6 minutes, maybe 6 or 7. There's been a few stoppages in this second half, a lot of substitutions. But time is running out for Arsenal, not only in this game, but you do feel a little bit in the title race. It is so early in the season, but it's difficult to recover from 2 defeats. Look at Man City last season. They lost their first 2 games. Yes, they did go on a good run, but it just takes one slip up lane. That's a great ball, actually. It's going to find Caitlin Ford on this far side inside the penalty area. Caitlin Ford tries a shot. It's blocked. Man United have defended well when they've had to, and Mary Earps has made 1 or 2 good saves when she's had to as well. Man United, they almost lose the ball on this near side, but Leah Galton does well. Finds the little Japanese midfield player, Miyawara. And now it's back. There's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time. We've got 6 minutes to save this game and potentially save our season. You do feel 2 defeats at this point is too many. Anyway, Arsenal won the ball back here with Leah Walty. This is good play. It's going to be Chloe Lacasse. You can have a run at the Manchester United defence. She cuts back inside. She wanted some support outside, and instead she's had to go back to Lotta Ruben-Moy. Shuffled out to that far side. Katie McCabe now. That's a great ball through to Frida Marnham. Gets a cross and it's deflected. Comes to Kim Little now. Arsenal still on the attack. We haven't given this up yet. We're into the 6 minutes of stoppage time. Kim Little running at that Manchester United defence. Frida on the edge of the box, gets it back again. Kim Little. Maybe Katie McCabe was a good option there. She's got it now. Katie McCabe tries a shot from distance, just wide. Worth a go with that left foot of hers. She quite often pops up with an important goal, but not on that particular occasion there for Katie McCabe. She's fired it wide, and we have now into the last 5 minutes of stoppage time. Donkey says they're getting sacked in the morning. He's not getting sacked. He's just signed a new contract, so he's definitely not getting sacked in the morning, is he? He won't be getting sacked anytime soon. But Arsenal need to get a goal here. We need a goal. Can we find one in stoppage time? It's usually Manchester United who get the very late goals. Will it be Arsenal this time? Amanda plays it forward into Russo. Touches it off to Katie McCabe, playing on the right-hand side now. Plays it into Leah Vulty in the middle. Hardy says it's over, guys. It isn't over yet. It's never over until it's over. And it isn't over quite yet. Caitlin Ford is on this near side. It's Frida Marno now. Plays the ball back again. Steph Catley into Leah Vulty. Kim Little's free. Leah Vulty does really well. Kim Little now picks it up on the edge of the penalty area. Kim Little looking for a little bit of space in front of her. Instead, she finds Katie McCabe, but that attack comes to nothing. And Man United trying to come forward, but Amanda's there. We've played 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. Amanda Illerstadt now turns and brings the ball forward. Plays it out to that far side. Can Arsenal find a goal? Played in field to Leah Vulty. Switches it now to Lotta Woober-Moy. Just crosses halfway. Plays out this near side to Chloe Lacasse. Cuts in field. Lacasse plays it back to Lotta Woober-Moy. Arsenal seeking this equaliser. This is good football actually from Arsenal. Chloe Lacasse on the edge of the box. A shot comes in. Oh, it's in the top corner. What a goal that is. Chloe Lacasse with the equaliser in stoppage time. Incredible finish here. Normally it's Manchester United with the late goals. Today it's Arsenal. 93rd minute. Chloe Lacasse, her first goal for Arsenal. What a time to get it as well. Absolutely incredible. It was some really good football there, actually, that Arsenal played. It's a lovely move. Chloe Lacasse got the ball, turned away, and what's she there? 25 yards into the top corner. Our 2 goals tonight, you have to say, have been absolutely incredible. And if we hadn't made such stupid mistakes at the back, it would have been a victory for Arsenal. But we've managed to salvage. It looks like we've managed to salvage a point. Abby says, I love you. Get in there, girls, indeed. David says, yes. Herzog says there, time for that 3rd miracle now. Well, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it, to get another one? I think we have to settle for a draw tonight in the circumstances. Rajendra says, goal. Terry says, Chloe, indeed. Wow, incredible stuff. But Man United coming forward again. Don't let them score now. He's managing to scramble. Well, that shot comes in. Sabrina's behind that one. We've got 2 minutes to stop. There is still time for another goal. Come on, Arsenal. Let's see if we can actually win this. Sabrina's got the ball in her hands at the minute. In fact, is it a free kick to Arsenal? Or is Sabrina? No, it's not. No, Sabrina's going to kick this. We're into the last 90 seconds. Arsenal have managed to save ourselves, saved our season almost, you have to say, even this early. But can we still get a winning goal? We're coming forward again. Russo plays it through. Chloe Lacasse again. Plays it into the box. It's come to the far side. Oh, Caitlin Ford it was. Deflected, was it? Caitlin Ford's claiming she was fouled. What a finish this is from Arsenal. Chloe Lacasse has been at the heart of everything. What a great ball that was. I don't know if that was deflected, actually. I think it's just going to be a goal kick. Incredible stuff. Cornish Gooner says, Russo winner. Well, there's not a lot of time left for it. We'll see. Bongo Gooner says, pass it to Nelson. Yeah, it's Nelson time, isn't it? Rajendra says, this Chloe Lacasse looks good. She looks very good. She's looked good in pre-season. We're into the last minute of stoppage time. I think Arsenal might have to settle for a point in this game, which is the least we deserve, let's be honest, for the second half performance. Apart from the one mistake at the back, we've been absolutely brilliant. But we've had to come from behind and we've got the ball now. This is going to probably be our last chance to try and win it. But Frida there couldn't get the ball under control. Gloria says, well done, Arsenal. Terry says, come on, 8 more likes from the Man U fans to hang on for a draw. Cornish Gunner says Lacasse seems to make things happen. Well, she certainly made it happen tonight, hasn't she? Herzog says, imagine if this team didn't have the injuries to Leah, Beth and Vivi. Yeah, I mean, imagine. But if we hadn't made 2 silly mistakes at the back, we would have won this game. And we would have deserved to have won it as well. After coming forward again, maybe one last time. Frida Marnham chasing the ball down. It's gone back to Mary Earps. Mary Earps passes it out. Arsenal now trying to press out the pitch. Chloe Lacasse, what an impact she's made. We've played the 6 minutes. It's just whatever the referee's going to add on top of that now. Obviously, with a goal in there, you get a little bit more time. Caitlin Fall's done really well again. Was she fouled? Referee says no, and Manchester United come away with a ball. They're just happy to kick it anywhere now. They know they're holding on for a point. Or can Arsenal win it in these dying seconds? Amanda Illestat plays it to Katie McCabe up this near side. We are now into the very dying seconds of this game. Is there going to be time? We don't go long. Maybe we should go long. Get the ball up there. Sabrina now at her feet plays it out to Amanda Illestat. You're going to have to go long, Amanda. Just did it long. She has. It's a long ball over the top. Oh, Man United defenders there. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Is there still time? We've played 7 minutes of stoppages. We're seconds away from full time, but Arsenal coming forward again. In fact, there goes the full time whistle. What an incredible game, you have to say. The Friday night game has lived up to expectations this evening here at the Leigh Sports Village. A big audience on TV would have enjoyed that. It was a great game. Arsenal, their own worst enemies in many ways. We should have won it, let's be honest. But in stoppage time, we salvaged the draw in the most dramatic of circumstances, you have to say. Such a lot happened in that game. Such an exciting game, wasn't it? Brilliant football to watch. Arsenal took lead after just 14 minutes. It was Stina Blackstenius with one of the goals of the season, cutting in from that left-hand side and finishing. It was a terrible mistake from Sabrina for the equaliser. She's now getting consoled by Manu Zinsberger. She completely miskicked a long ball over the top, and Leah Galton rolled in the equaliser before half-time. In the second half, Arsenal had all the best chances. Russo was denied by the post and by Mary Earps. We had 1 or 2 other opportunities as well. But it looked as though we were going to lose in the last 10 minutes or so. Bad communication from Sabrina in goal. And Melvie Mallard, the substitute for Manchester United, nipped in to put United ahead. It looked as though Arsenal heading for a second defeat. But in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, substitute Chloe Lacasse, brilliant impact from her. Got the ball on the edge of the box, cut it onto her left foot, fired a shot into the top corner. An unbelievable goal to make it 2-2. We had another chance later on with Caitlin Ford. You have to say a draw here away from home is a fantastic result from going behind, but we could have won that game. It's slightly frustrating. I did say tonight at half-time that a draw feels like a good result when you're behind. When you're in front, it feels like a bad result. Of course, we suffered both. We were in front, then we were behind. But to be behind in stoppage time and get a draw, you have to say that's a good point. That is a good point. We should have got more. We perhaps deserve to get more, but we'll take that in the circumstances. And what 2 fantastic goals from Arsenal as well. The Man United goals were gifted to them. Our goals we had to work hard for, and they were brilliantly taken. But it's only got us 1 point when maybe could have been 3. Abby says, proud of you girls. We deserve the win today, but it is what it is. I love it. Yeah, we love them, but we're a little bit frustrated at the end there, really, because that was a game we could have won. Bongo Gunner says, totally missed it. You missed a great game, mate. You really did. Have a good evening yourself, mate. You did miss a cracker. Abby says, thank you for this. I enjoyed myself tonight. The closest I could get to the real thing. I felt like I was sat watching it. No, thank you very much for joining us. I'll be back, of course, next week for the Aston Villa game. I'll be, of course, for the Arsenal men's game as well on Sunday against Man City, but won't be quite the same as this, I'm sure. Rajendra says, this season, like a comedy of errors. It has been. Tonight it was, but we didn't lose the game, did we? Bongo Guna says, do you think the players are learning from the refs? Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Robert says, those subs contain many of our best players. What was he playing at? This was United, not a game to try the keeper. We would have ripped them to pieces and Russo would have scored. I mean, to be honest with you, yes, the keeper made a couple of mistakes, but I didn't think the team selection was bad. I thought we played well. We did play well, and 2 great goals. We deserved at least a draw. Let's be honest. We got at least what we deserved in that game. Terry says, well done, girls. Proud of you. He was let down by the chat not reaching 50 likes. How you're all proud of yourselves for not pushing that button. Yeah, that's a factor, but we've got to go anyway, so we've got enough of that, didn't we? Greg says, thanks for the commentary, it's made my Friday night. No, thank you very much for joining us, Greg, as always, mate. Good to see you. Vijendra says, we need some good defensive coaches and look at all our methods and systems. Yeah, defensively, we're not quite there. You're right what you said before. It's new defenders as well. They've got to get used to each other. That wasn't necessarily the reason tonight for the mistakes. It was just individual mistakes, mainly from the goalkeeper, and that's something you can't really legislate for. But brilliant again from what we said. This team don't know when they're beaten, and they've done it again tonight. Wow, what a game, actually. You know, I can't feel disappointed that we didn't win, even though I am disappointed we didn't win because we had a great chance to win. I have to say, I'm so delighted with how we played. I thought we played brilliantly. It was such a good game, so exciting, wasn't it? It was so tense, could have gone either way. We were winning, we were losing, we got it back at the end. Wow, I mean, if that wasn't a great advertisement for women's football in this country and for the WSL, then I don't know what was. Nothing is going to make you, nothing can make you want to watch women's football than watching a game like that. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it's a shame we didn't win, but what a great performance it was, and what a great game. Fantastic. And obviously all you guys in the chat as well almost made it. And we got Nathan in the chat. He says it was, but oh, okay, mate. Glad that you're feeling a bit better. Hope they sorted you out properly. Good to see that you're okay, which is good to see. Vertigo's not very nice from what I understand of it. So yeah. Robert says VAR should be at play here. It's not right, and VAR should take points off officials rather than support officials, as they now got far worse relying on this VAR. What I'm hoping they don't do is bring VAR into the WSL. Terry says, I blame Rajanda for the draw for not going to the game. Well, he was at the game and we lost, so maybe he wasn't there tonight and we got a draw, so maybe that's a step forward, isn't it, you see? So that's what it's about, isn't it? So no, it definitely wasn't Rajanda's fault at all. Rajanda says, that's why we have a change of goalkeepers in the hope that we will have a better goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, I think the Mary Earps thing now is going to be really, really taking off, isn't it? Because that wasn't a great performance tonight from poor Sabrina. And sometimes for a goalkeeper, you don't get over those things, do you? I would imagine that Manu's going to play next week against Aston Villa, and it's probably the right thing. Sabrina maybe needs a little bit of time away to recover from that, work on a few things, and come back stronger. And I'm sure she will. But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, that it was two bad mistakes really that have cost us. Well, I thought that was overall a good Arsenal performance away from home against a good side. I thought we played really well, and yeah, we did deserve to win that game. There's no doubt about that. But we'll take a draw, won't we? We will take a draw, and we will move on to the next one next week. Another important game, but at least we've kept ourselves alive in the title race. You know, with Chelsea and Man City playing each other. A draw there would be nice, wouldn't it, I suppose? Or actually, I don't know, maybe Man City winning, they're more likely to drop points. And if Chelsea drop 3 points there, we won't be too far off. We would just be 2 points behind them. Wouldn't be a disaster, would it? But anyway, it is what it is. We have only drawn this game. We could have won. We could have lost. So I don't know how you feel about it. I'm kind of got a bit of mixed emotions, if I'm honest. But I was so excited by the game. It was just brilliant. So I can't really feel too bad about the fact that we didn't win. Disappointing, of course, but yeah, we'll be back, I'm sure. Terry says the last thing women's football needs is VAR, just better officials. Yeah, I mean, the men's game needs better officials as well, doesn't it? Robert says, good night, guys. Thank you. No, cheers, my friend. Take it easy, and hopefully we'll see maybe Sunday for the men's game if you're around for that one. That's going to be a good one, isn't it? As well, another tense day that's going to be. But yeah. So that's it then. It has finished here at the Leigh Sports Village tonight. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 2. Well, watching a lot of these women's games, you almost run out of great things to say about it because the games are so exciting. Anything can happen. They can go either way. And it's just incredible to watch. And that game tonight was one of the best games that you'll see this season anywhere in men's football and women's football anywhere. It's just one of the best games of football you'll see. Two teams going for it. Arsenal played so well as well, you've got to say, in a difficult game. So yeah, well done to everybody, well done to Arsenal, and hopefully we will, we will be able to recover our season now and go on a good run and keep winning. Hada says good for Russo. Yeah, I'm sure she was pleased that goal went in. Robert says there, Terry VAR would only focus on the girls. Well, maybe, I don't know. Greg says there, Walty is always the most steadiest player. Yeah, she's always keeps it ticking along nicely, doesn't she? But what an impact Chloe Lacasse made tonight, actually. You have to say, the substitute came on and she was brilliant, wasn't she? Really, really good. Great goal. Really, really dangerous every time she got the ball. And yeah, fantastic. Rajendra says there, we have lost many a game with errors from Manu as well, like FA Cup final with Chelsea. No, of course, no, I'm not saying we haven't. Mistakes happen. And unfortunately, at the minute, we've got maybe two goalkeepers that's got one too many mistakes in them for what you need. You can't afford your goalkeeper to be making too many mistakes because it's a goal conceded and you've got a lot more work to do. But yeah, Manu now has got to be back in goal next week, I think, just because Sabrina's confidence would have taken a massive knock. You could see how upset she was at the end of the game, and Manu had to come and console her. So I think she needs to be out of the team next week, and Manu needs to step up, really, doesn't she, and show why she has been number one and why she should continue to be number one. But yeah, we need, Sabrina needs our support for the time being, because that was it'd be very difficult for her to recover from that, won't it? Terry says the Formula Cass has been in for us. Can't believe she didn't start. No, it was just a slightly. But I say I didn't think the starting team did badly. In fact, we did well. We were knocked back by the equaliser, but that was because it was such a shock, and it took us a while to recover. But we played well in the first half. We played well for the majority of the second half. The changes made a difference. Hada says Sabrina's to start the next game. I'm not sure if you can. I'm not sure if you can. I just feel as though her confidence has been knocked by that. The first mistake was terrible. She maybe was a little bit shaky after that, and of course, maybe that led to the other mistake. But yeah, I would leave her out just for now, just to take her away from it and get Manu back in and go from there, really. But yeah, really, really poor goals to concede. But we showed that determination and spirit and fighting battle that we always show. And what a goal from Chloe Lacasse at the end. I mean, wow, that's a hit into the top corner, isn't it? That's an incredible, wow. I mean, I thought Stina's goal was good and Stina's goal was good, but that is goal of the month, goal of the season, just the best goal ever. Arsenal had 17 shots in that game to Manchester United's 9. They had more possession, 53%. We had more passes in the final third. We had double the touches in the opposition box. We were the better team, but we salvaged the draw there at the end. And yeah, it was a great game, though, wasn't it? We've got another comment there. Will you guys play us at the Emirates? Yeah, we're playing Man U at the Emirates. Yeah, we will be, and we're going to beat you next time. So don't worry about that. We definitely will. But yeah. Rajendra says there, we need some strong goalkeepers like we have in the men's team. Well, you could say the two goalkeepers in the men's team keep making basic mistakes as well. So it's not like they're much better there, are they, either? But anyway, let's not focus too much on the mistakes of the goalkeepers here. Let's focus on what a great game it was and what a great Arsenal performance it was and how unlucky we were not to win that game. And it's a good platform now to go forward in the rest of the season, isn't it? Because we needed a response from Sunday. We got a response from Sunday. We didn't quite get the win, but we were moments away from losing, and we've salvaged the draw. And draws like that do feel slightly better. Let's be honest. Man United will feel that they've had 2 points snatched away, and we feel like we've had 1 point, 1 point gain. So, but yeah, it's the comeback, if you like, is on, isn't it? We've ended a little run of defeats, and we played well. We did play well. So that's it then for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Rajendra says in the past we destroyed the opposition. This Man U and Liverpool teams are still not very good. I don't know. Man U team's good. Liverpool maybe not so much. You guys were good with the press. You did it well. No, I thought we did. I thought we played well tonight. I do. He says, Majanda, we are now good. Yeah, you are a good side. Man United are a good side. They are. And you can see that tonight. Yes, we gifted them the goals, but they're still a good team and they'll still be up there this season. And we've got to now start this run of wins and get ourselves back in where we should be. Every team's going to lose a game. We can put that Liverpool defeat behind us. If we're unbeaten in the next 10 and we win the next 8 or 9, it'll be fine, won't it? Terry says, something's gone wrong. Me and Majanda agree on something. Yeah, well, that's good. It's good that we agree sometimes. We can all agree on certain things, can't we? That's what it's about. But yeah, so that's it for tonight. I say it's been a great game. Really, really exciting. Our next match is against, our very next one's Aston Villa at home next week, which is a tough one. Of course it is. And then we've got Bristol City away, which should be slightly less tough, but you never know. So hopefully we can start a good run now and get ourselves back up that table. But we're 3 points behind Man United still after 2 games. Depending on the Chelsea result on Sunday, we'll see where we are there. But no, I enjoyed that game. I really did enjoy it, and it was great to get a goal at the end to salvage a point from the jaws of defeat, and that's what this team does. That is what this team does. So yeah, good stuff. Villa are a good team. Almost could have beaten them with 10 men. Yeah, they are a good team. Absolutely, it'll be a tough game next week. I'm not going to doubt that. Kim Little's been given player of the match, by the way, just to clear that little thing up. She was great again. A few people could have got player of the match. Stina had a great game when she was on. I don't think Sabrina would have got it, but never mind. So yeah, that's it then for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Brilliant. What comments as well we've had tonight in the chat. Fantastic stuff. Thank you to everybody that's contributed to the show. Thanks to everyone that's liked us as well. If you're a new subscriber here, please join us again next time. I'll be back, of course, on Sunday for the next big watch along. It's the men, of course, at home to Manchester City. Another massive game. That's going to be exciting, isn't it? That kicks off at R4, so we'll be live at 4:15 for that one. And then, of course, next week we'll have the Arsenal Women's Show. I'll be back on its normal slot next Friday at this time. We'll be just finishing the Women's Show with the guys. Andreas. I know Andreas can't be on Friday because he's flying over to London for the Villa game, but hopefully we'll get Amar on. Maybe Matt might make an appearance. We might have 1 or 2 other special guests to come. We'll have to see. But yeah, we'll definitely be back next Friday with that. And of course, next weekend we'll have the coverage of the women's game against Aston Villa, which is going to be brilliant from the Emirates, isn't it? So look forward to that. So join us for that. And we may throw in 1 or 2. Actually, no, there won't be anything during the week. I'm away next week. We're going away for a few days into a nice little cottage in the Northumberland coast. It's going to be nice in the last holiday of the year before Christmas. So we're going to look forward to that. So, yeah, we won't have anything on in the week, but apart from obviously Friday for the women's show, and then next weekend for the big watch along on Sunday, because of course it's international break for the men, isn't it, next week? Which is good. Terry says, Regenda, as the song goes, things can only get better. Well, they can. It was pretty good tonight, wasn't it? Regenda says, I was hopeful for our women's team with the growth of the squad. Yeah, it's still early days. We'll be fine. Don't worry about them. We'll be fine. Regenda says, bye all. Best commentary on the watch along. No, thank you, mate. I really always appreciate your support, everybody's support on the channel. It's great. So I'll be back on Sunday, of course, for the men's game. That's going to be good. Terry says, Regenda, you do you on Sunday. See you soon. You enjoy, everyone. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. The weekend sort of starts now. We can maybe enjoy it a bit more now. We got that late goal. So we'll enjoy that, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you Sunday for the big men's game. That is going to be good as well, isn't it? So please join me for that. What a game. Man United 2, Arsenal 2. Stina Blackstenius and Chloe Lacasse with the Arsenal goals, either side of a couple of calamities from Sabrina in goal for Arsenal, gifted Leah Walton, and Melvin Mallard 2 goals for Man United. But we got a draw in the end. We're happy with that. It was a great game, and yeah, let's hope for the first win to come very soon next Sunday, hopefully. But I'll see you this Sunday for the Arsenal game against Manchester City. So join me for that at 4:15. Take it easy, guys. Come on, you Gunners. What a game. What a game.